Yeah. Yeah, I started playing Ragnarok. What was it? Earlier this week. I started playing it.
Boy, has it put you to sleep yet?
Nah, but the son has jokes though. He makes fun of his dad about his mom and all that. Like what did he say? Something about, Dad, how were you with Mom? Where you say, woman, stay home, I go hunt. he started making fun of.
Yes. I get a counter says every time you boy.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's the same as the old one. I remember the old one. It's been a while since I played the first one, but it just seems like a continuation of what happened with the first one. So
like far, it really always felt like that was just like that was intended to be a DLC, and then decided to guess. And I'm not trying to knock it.
Isn't that what they said it was though?
Right. Okay. So, they did say that. Okay. So I'm not bugging. They did say that. I couldn't remember. That's how long ago it had been.
Not now, because now I guess they're going. The son's the main character now, right?
Well, now
we don't know.
I mean, originally that's what it was.
What are they attacking? They attacking the Egyptian gods now? Is that what they're going towards?
I don't know if that's the result at the end of the game, but so far I've been playing as Kratos, and he's my main character for now.
I think it'll be a win if they do China.
China would be cool,
because like only the like real like Eastern people that I don't know if you call Chinese lore specialist weebs, but like it's hot. It's kind of hot right now. You had Sun Wukong, then you had Fallen Feathers. It didn't really blow up, but it seems like there's a lot of interest in this lore that's not really common to us because we all know Greek, Egyptian to a lesser extent, and then Roman is kind of like mirrors Greek to me. Mm-hmm. So why not China? Because what's the name? Man, I wish they didn't cancel that game. Immortals. They were coming out with another Immortals, but then the word came out they canceled it, and they did have some Chinese gods. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The sequel.
They did have some. They did have some Chinese guys later on. I never played that DLC, but I own it. But yeah, China would be cool. But Egypt is kind of safe. I mean, we all know Anubis and all those others.
Anubis, yeah.
Anubis. Who's another one?
That's all I know is Anubis. Frankly,
they need a remake. They need to remake the original. So
I can get my boy in here. He'll name them all. Who's the jackal?
I think that's Anubis.
Is it? Okay.
He's the one with the jackal head. I think that's Anubis.
I guess he's all I know too then.
Yeah. There you go.
And then I started playing Ninja Gaiden 4 also.
Ninja Gaiden 4. Okay, I played that a little bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
It's a Game Pass. Come on, why not?
Right. Yeah.
And I'm playing on my
Ray, Osiris, Isis, Horus. We know those.
Osiris. Yeah, I know Osiris.
Yeah, Ray, Isis. Horus too, the all-seeing eye. Yeah. Thoth. You might not know Thoth, but Amun. Those.
And not Amun-Ra. And here's the thing though, not because of our grand American education system. That is not the reason why we know none of this shit.
Yes,
let's keep that up.
Come on, give credit to the American system, the public.
Honestly, it is because we had, I can't remember what class it was, but it was when I was in school in Houston that we learned. Yeah, we did mythology.
I learned Stargate. So.
Stargate and other TV, that was the point I was making. Other popular media, not school.
Yeah, we learned all. We learned about the Roman, Greek, and Egyptian pantheon in school. I can't remember whose class. I went to a bunch of different schools, man.
Yeah, the Roman. Well, yeah, you were moving around and stuff. So
I'm a military brat,
right? But I remember
they could do India,
Roman and the Greek
India and mythology. That's pretty cool. Too.
India has a pantheon of their own, right?
They do.
Yeah, so that would be cool to see. But yeah, but my point overall is that it's not so much really that, because they teach us about Roman and Greek, and that's about it. The others, if an Egyptian, so I ain't gonna front, but
only the
really
popular ones,
there was a point where they started slacking on their pimping when it came to the education system, when it comes to outside cultures, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to pick up the slack yourself by watching content one way or another.
Like Stargate.
And that's how you learn. Like Stargate, which I remember seeing in the theater with my brother.
Dude,
So-
Stargate was amazing. I was like, dude, this
Yes.
is badass. Go back in
But
time or
supposedly
whatever,
they're
some other universe.
No, it was just across the galaxy or whatever.
Yeah.
But supposedly they're remaking it, and they come out with another
They-
series too.
Yeah, they could do Aztecs.
They could do Aztec. Yes, the
Mhm.
Aztec pantheon is crazy. I was just watching Apocalypto again the other day.
Did you?
Oh man,
I
that
think we
was a
should.
crazy
I think we should let some Latin American studio do that.
Yes.
Let them take that risk. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
Apocalypse is good.
it's very less. That's way lesser known.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're talking about a risk averse company. They're not gonna do. They're not gonna do that pantheon. They're gonna do something that is more safe.
Look what they did when they were gonna do, slavery. They're like, oh no, 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 no,
But
no,
it's
no,
Ubisoft.
no. Yeah, it's what we're talking about, right? Ubisoft. Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
No, he's talking.
We're talking about God of War.
Right. This is true. Right.
I
But
was just
still,
saying. I was just saying
same
that
mindset,
Immortals had
same
some of the other
mindset.
guys.
They need to.
Yeah,
they need.
that's like I
they
chopped
need
on
to
Ubisoft.
either. They need to remaster originals and do cross-platform on it. Get some money.
Mhm.
Eventually,
for that.
eventually,
Be all for that.
Microsoft's gonna push them in a position to where they, gonna
Yeah.
give up on this whole exclusivity thing because it's not. I mean, more than anything, it's just not working.
Yeah.
And if they
mean,
don't, that's
it-
fine. I'll buy it on Steam and play it on my Rogue anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, they may
Yeah,
not. They may not sell it on an
yeah.
Xbox store, but it'll be on an Xbox hardware.
Platform.
Yep. And of course, the fanboys complain it's really not, but does it really matter to us? No. It doesn't matter to anybody who's left that console war mindset aside.
So they say it really is not, but it really is. So I don't know.
It really is. Right? Like,
That's like-
but here's the funny thing: it is and isn't depending on how it fits their narratives, right? Like it's an Xbox when they want to talk shit about it, right? And just talk shit about it, right? But but it's not an Xbox that doesn't play Xbox software. And the funny thing, and one thing I noticed yesterday, if you watch a video from IGN where they talk about the Asus glasses, they partnered with X-Rail, right? And so on the IGN video, the guy, I guess the IGN guy, it's like a fake conversation with the two IGN guys, right? And they're like, and they're bringing up ROG and the handheld because of course it works with the handheld. All these glasses work with the handheld, right? So they're like all this, and then you see, especially if you have to plug it in your YouTube where you see all the downvotes, right? Where like the upvotes was like 400 and something, but the downvotes are like 500 and something. And I was like, I know exactly why. Is because of what they said about the Xbox handheld with the ROG handheld, right? Now Asus ROG, only because they said that. Now it's time to downvote the video. It's time to downvote the video. But I've seen elsewhere, it's CS time, so there's all this stuff happening, right? Nobody's downplaying these glasses and stuff. And I guess we'll talk more about CS later. But I'm just saying, like it just goes to show what you guys were talking about earlier. That depending on what they're saying, it's either a good or a bad thing, interchangeably, and it's just foolish. But that's that. That's how it be.
What was it? The CS? Oh, I didn't keep it. I was man.
Oh, CS. I mean, listen. This year I was saying to someone, I forget who, because whoever it was,
Did they have love robots?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I was saying to someone, I was like, dude, this year it wasn't really all of that, bro. Like, but he was like, because it's supposed to be the Consumer Electronics Show, and it's really not about consumer electronics right now. It's all AI, right? Which is the conversation we were having last week. So of course that's what's on his mind, and he's just mad about that. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, I really didn't see anything too heavy consumer facing. Now, Intel is coming out with these great laptop chips, whatever. They're going to be great in the handheld. That's great to see. NVIDIA did some things. AMD is cashing out, bro. They're cashing the fuck out. They didn't really announce nothing. Everybody's AI out their ass, right?
Yeah.
And AMD didn't really release anything new. They're just making new iterations that are higher clocked of what they already had. It's really ironically Intel who's innovating and doing new stuff. NVIDIA didn't, with the RAM shortages and whatnot, they didn't really announce the Super series of the 5000 series, but they did announce, some new text, new version of DLSS, right? That's fully backwards compatible with all their ray tracing hardware. Certain features won't work depending on the capabilities of the hardware, or will work lesser, unlike what AMD was doing, hint, hint, with their new FSR, right? So there was that. But there used to be a time where there was like a lower, like the basement of where all the smaller guys were at. And that's where you would see all the inventive stuff. I don't even know if that exists. I had heard they had gotten rid of that before. I don't know if it came back or whatnot, but that was where
90s, man.
Oh, not even the early 2000s. Up until like 10 years ago, CS used to be good for that kind of stuff.
I mean,
right?
Watch.
Like the big kid would have stuff, right? But like the lower guys would have
what's
stuff.
What's that one show that it was about computer guys? It was
yeah. Tech TV or whatever.
It was really good, man. It went back all the way to IBM days and stuff, man.
Oh,
it was good.
I probably know, but it's not crossed my mind. But yes, and so CS isn't really all of that, but there was a couple of things that's going to affect things. Of course, there's always new TVs, there's new display technologies and all of this and that, which is all great. Technology moves on. It's all spec bump level stuff, but in some cases, the technology behind them is really cool, right? So the one thing I saw this year that I really like, Realist has those X-Real glass. Which ones do you have now? Because you've had more than one set. Realist? Hello, you're muted, buddy.
Okay, no, I was talking. Yeah, no, I just had one in the Oculus. I don't have multiple pair. No,
you don't have X-Real or anything like that.
Just that. Just the first. Okay, just the first one that came out.
Okay, so X-Real is collaborating with Asus, right? And so the one thing I like that they did it, and they've had this in a manner of speaking before, where they have like a dock, right? So other device like your Xbox or whatever that doesn't have the USB-C to send the video out and to pour the headset, right? They've got a little dock there, right? And I was like, that's cool, but these glasses aren't really better than that already exists, except there's a 240p, but they didn't really upgrade the resolution or add HDR or anything like that. I'm like, these are cool, but I want the spec bump at this point now, right? But the dock is one cool thing, even though that's not wholly a new idea. That's actually useful to have at home, where you plug those glasses into the dock, but on the go, you could use it on your phone, your handhelds, or whatever. You don't need nothing else. That would be great, right? But I would like to see higher resolution, HDR, what have you. But there's this other brand, I forget which, but they have, HDR, and I think 1200p, right? Now, these Asus X-Real collaboration is 240p, and that is a bit of a spec bump, but you want that resolution, because when you stretch out the screen as large as you can, you start to see it's not as sharp as it could be. Yeah. So therefore, you want the resolution. But I mean, not to knock any of those guys. They're all fantastic. And over the holiday season, I forgot what brand was selling them on sale. They're really awesome. So I'm not knocking that. But if it were for me, right, I would want the spec bump.
What are they going for, though?
How
much are they going for?
Well, they haven't announced how much this one is. But they did say that when they first launched it's going to be with the dock, not without the dock.
Yeah.
They'll come out with the dock. With the dockless version later on.
So if the Ray-Ban Meta display is like $700-800, imagine what these are going to be. Over
no. Well, the Meta ones are very different. Those are like smart glasses. That's kind of a different thing. This is like a portable monitor that you're putting on your face, basically. Smart AR glasses, like a VR headset, but not VR. It's just a display part, right? The Meta glasses really, they're smart and they do stuff.
Yeah, but they got the display one now where you can see your emails and messages and whatever else.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like a smart computer. These glasses are really just a display on your face. That's all. It's powered by whatever you plug into it. It doesn't really have the smarts to do too much on its own.
It's not a standalone.
It's not standalone like that.
Kind of like the
and therefore
PlayStation
costs less.
VR.
Right.
You need a host.
Right. You need a host. Right. And what I did like, I think it was X-Real who started that innovation, where the connector is right there on the end of the right, I don't know what you call those things on the glass when you put them in the right leg. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a smart, I think it was them who innovated that first. Now everybody does that now too. Thank God for that. Right.
But and all really these no other place to put it either. I mean, they get
right. But they used to put it elsewhere. Yeah. Right. And I think it was them who first started putting it there, and everybody was like, oh yeah, duh, right? And they all started doing it now too, right? But like But like, you know, like these glasses or any of these glasses, they all use USB-C. If you have a ROG Ally or whatever, or even a Steam Deck, I believe, should work, right? You know, you plug it in, that's it. It shows up like another monitor. Boom, there you go. And it'll power the glasses and everything. You don't need nothing. So they're not that expensive. But the Meta ones that are like $800 or whatever, yeah, those actually have
those
smarts.
Those are bulky too. I've seen them. Like, nah.
Yeah, but these used to be way bulkier and more stupid looking. Now they look way better. And these aren't even the Asus ones. And these aren't even the Asus ones. The Asus ones look more.
I do have the Meta ones.
Gamer-esque. Yeah, you have the Meta ones.
The new gen. Yeah, I got the new.
Yeah,
gen.
the new one.
Not the display.
I heard it only works on one eye. I heard it only works on one eye though. I didn't realize that till way later.
Yeah. There's two things. There's the camera on the left side and there's the sensor on the right side. And so, but they got the Oakleys too, and they have the camera right down the middle where their nose thing is at. Right?
Oh, the nose.
Because they're sporty, more of a sports look or whatever.
Sporty.
Whereas the Meta ones, I mean the Ray-Ban ones are more of like everyday use. Like I have it, and I have my prescription glass lenses on there. So,
oh, cool.
And so I wear them every day. And what's cool, like for me, I think, like I buy all these gadgets. I got the smartwatch, I got the glasses, you know, everything. And you would think at some point you would think it's like you're just gonna get worn out and kind of bored of it because now you have it, right?
Right.
Dude, the glasses I think to me are amazing because like not that I forget, I use glasses anyways. So I use glasses anyway. So they're always on when I'm out and about. But when I get a phone call, right? I get a phone call and it's like I'll just answer and I'm just yapping away without having.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. They all integrate to each other anyway, so that's great.
Yeah,
it's you know when people were saying all this about VR, right? Or they just wish it was a pair of glasses. Well, here we are, the pair of glasses.
It's getting there. It all has to start somewhere, right?
Right, and that was always my point. And true to the words of all of those naysayers, I see a lot of those same people are the ones buying them too. So.
I remember the Surface goggles that they had, like how huge those things were, right?
Yeah, but you needed those for development type thing. That wasn't really a consumer product.
But that wasn't a consumer. But you can see where it all started. Like, okay, we got these goggles, right? And then slowly, but the years goes on, it gets smaller and smaller into a consumer product like Metas or the X-Real ones that you're talking about, right? And then eventually that will get even better in a couple of years and beat you. You probably won't even need the cable. Yeah.
No, I mean, or the cable will be really thin because it will really just be for power at that point. Yeah, it will be mostly wireless. Yeah, so you'll have to see it. So this year, CES, I mean, there's a couple of things if you're a nerd about certain things, you know, you see them and you're like, all right, cool, but you expected it anyway. You just wanted the confirmation and you got it. I know that's why
cool that I just saw right there. They hooked up the Switch. And then you're playing on like an external monitor.
Yeah, anything that does the external USB-C.
That was pretty cool.
Display, it'll just work. You just plug and play. Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That's how it works. That's how it should work. Well, there's USB-C stuff. This is why they have the dock. Like it will work with your Xbox, right? But the dock will convert to HDMI.
Yeah.
To the USB-C, and that way you can leave it at home, and the connector will be right up front. And when you get there, you just plug it up front, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. I won't be buying it though.
Me neither. I don't already have one. You already have one.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not the level that I want to invest in yet. But one day it will get there.
When I saw the display one for Meta, I was like, oh, that is pretty awesome. But I was like, okay, my vision's already bad when I'm looking up close. If that thing's in my face, how is that gonna like adjust to my blurriness of vision? Right? How is it gonna focus? I can never get an answer. I don't know how it works. I'm sure there's a way for it to work, but
I've been wearing readers when I'm on the road. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I have to too. I'm not.
It's like,
I just ordered a new set on Amazon because the ones I got from Walmart are crappy.
That's what happens. You buy crappy Walmart ones, bro. Instead of going to an eye doctor or some shit.
So I mean, but they want to charge. You know, I already got 2 pairs. You know, one my main one.
I can see fine. I just can't see up close. That's really like that's real small, right? But everything
for
else,
me, like I say, I'm microscopes for eyes. I have quite the opposite. We're far away.
We're pushing 50. Because we're pushing 50.
already
no, he's
there.
pushing 50.
I'm already
No, yeah, he's already 40. What is it? 49 you are?
Me?
So
No, I'm 50.
You're 50 now? When was your birthday?
November.
He
turned-
snuck it
I thought
past
you was-
you.
No, I thought he was 49 still.
No, I just turned 50 in
You
November.
pity.
What, bro?
Yeah.
I got another
What,
3.5 years.
I'm almost a senior, sonny.
God damn. God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, I'm old.
Oh
man.
boy, way over the hill.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm at the top right now.
Dusty.
All right. I'm
Trusty,
at
Dusty.
the very top right now. So next year I'm like, all right. I'm
You're
down,
old head.
son. I'm
You're
on my
old
way
age.
out.
I'm an OG and you're old age. You're old head.
I'm on my way out, man. Going down
Get
here.
off my lawn next year.
Get off my lawn, boy.
Or come and mow it. Pause.
And then this week I got a pinched nerve in my back. Actually, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sound like an old man.
yeah.
I had inflammation
Did
in
you
my
do
lower
something
back.
that caused that?
Nowhere.
See,
Well, I have a
I've gotten them before. It's been a while. Like I usually get them in my lower back, right? But this one's
Yes.
like right below my shoulder blade on the right side, so it's like up in the middle back.
Mhm.
It's feeling better now. Like I didn't know what it was. I thought, oh, what that hurt? Like it was burning, like that burning sensation.
There's
Wow.
nothing you can do like stretch and like extra.
I know. That's how I know it was a. That's how I diagnosed myself. That's how I know it was a pinched nerve because I started doing stretches and all that, and it alleviated the pain, which is what's happened to me in the past when I had them. The problem is they take forever.
I had the
heal.
inflammation where it was. I had a
Yes.
hot shower. I got out the hot shower. Boom. That was it. My lower back was killing me.
Dude,
I'm
I've had.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I've had plantar fasciitis. Now I got a pinched nerve, man.
I had that a couple.
Realist
years
is right. I'm sounding old.
I had that a couple, that plant thing, whatever on your foot. I had that.
Plantar fasciitis. Yeah, that
years
takes
ago.
forever to go away too.
And
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was because it was my first time ever
Oh, it
feeling
hurts.
that feeling. I'm like, why? What's wrong with my foot? Right. So I'm over here stretching it. Right. And then throughout the day, I'm like, oh, I'm good because you're kind of moving your foot around. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I wake
But
up in
not
the
really.
morning,
It's hurting
that's when
again.
it just pain. Like, what the fuck is wrong with my foot,
Yeah.
man?
It takes a while for it to go away.
Then you get used to gingerly getting out of the bed
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and stretching
don't
it out
Yeah.
out before you really start taking off.
Yes.
And,
yes.
and see, my doctor,
Yes.
I talked to my doctor about it, right? Because I had it before a few years back, and then I knew what it was, and I know how I did that
Mhm.
or how I got that. But I was asking him, I was like, because he's like a sports doctor too. He's family and sports medicine, so I knew that he probably sees all kinds of athletes and stuff with plantar fasciitis. So I was like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "What do you recommend?" He goes, "Well, you could take the frozen water bottle and roll it on the bottom of your foot." He goes,
I
"That's
was
what
told.
that."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he goes, "I can give you a shot, but I promise you." He goes, "Once you get the shot, you will tell me never ever again." And I said, "That
Yeah.
painful?" He goes, "Yes." He goes,
Yes.
"I've
What, the shot
made grown
itself
men
or
cry."
what?
Yeah, because they shoot it right into your foot.
Yes.
He's like, it's super painful, and everybody who's
Not
everybody
her
I've
sports
given
and
it
the
to,
suffering you're going through the thing. Yeah.
yeah, everybody. He goes, everybody I've given it to says no more. I'll just deal with it on its own.
Because the underside of your foot's really soft, right? It's like
Well, it's all nerves.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah. So it's better off you just
I was like, nah, I don't
do
want the
that
shot,
pain
man. I
instead.
get enough shots from you as it is. So.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
asked somebody, and they're like, "Yeah, you got to go to a foot doctor." I was like, and then I started watching a bunch of videos, like people just saying you just have to.
Well, even the
fight
foot, there's not much a foot
No,
doctor
exactly,
could do either.
Which is why I never went. People were just saying
Yeah, they
just
tell you
have
to
to
get
fight
off
through
of
it.
it, rest it, and it takes time. But it
it
takes
took about 6 months for me.
weeks.
6 to 8
Yeah.
months.
it takes
get a
weeks
foot
and months.
massage or for your toenails or whatever, where they're like,
Yeah,
curved.
but
I've
he told me about the
seen
frozen
videos.
bottle
I don't
one.
have that problem, but I've seen the
Right.
video.
It took me about 6 to 8 months for it to finally just go away. And then one day I just woke up, I'm like, oh, it's gone.
And that
Yeah.
one's not really an old man one. Young people can get those too. It's probably more common.
Yeah, I had
as
it
you
when
get
I was
older.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like athletes get it all the time. Like you hear, like you get mad. You're like, your favorite football player, like receivers out for plantar fasciitis. You're like, what the hell's that?
What's that, man? Get up, you bum. Go in there.
Get up, you.
Now that I
You
have
pay
it, I'm
millions
like,
of dollars,
oh,
and then
I
you
know.
get it, and you're like, oh, okay, I understand
my
now.
bad, my
There ain't no
bad.
way
See,
you,
for me, from when I had it,
you ain't running no
it was-
40 in that.
it was rough
Nah.
in the morning
You're
as soon
running
as you
full.
get up, right? But then throughout
Yeah.
the day, it would just go away, right? It was just But then
it would feel that way.
But then
I
work at the office, so sometimes I'll sit down for a couple hours and stand up. Then I feel it again. Right?
That's like a buddy of mine got turf toe, and he was like, "Oh my god, that's so painful." Because that's another injury you hear. You're like, turf toe.
Turf toe.
He's out 6 weeks for turf toe. and my buddy's like, "No, dude, you don't understand. It's like it's bad and
it's horrible.
Like it's it's like you hope you don't need surgery."
So who,
you know,
who
and
you
then
guys,
even in
rooting for sports, since we're talking about sports. For sports, for
speaking
the
of
NFL,
sports,
Mississippi tonight.
for NFL.
I just want to say,
yeah,
I just
college,
want to
man.
say when it comes to sports
I'm not
stuff,
into
right?
college.
Shout out to the homie Ray. He had his podcast last night. You know, Ray's right podcast, and he also does on Wednesdays. He does on Saturdays.
Is he using Jerry again?
He's he's on there in Texas with you guys, right? So on the Saturday show, what was it? No, well, actually he did on Sunday, but usually he does it Saturday. But this time he did it Sunday. So like it was the Cowboys versus my bum ass Giants, right? And he
Giants,
and he would right. And so my Giants suck. We all know my Giants. I've been saying it every show lately, right?
They lost 2 draft slots. I was laughing, man.
Yeah, and this
they can't even lose, right?
This is what my cousin was saying, right?
We're like,
but you're ruining it. But you're stealing my joke. But so what happened was
I didn't watch it. I boycott. So I just.
So what happened was Ray was like, "Oh, the Cowboys and the Giants about to play today, blah blah blah." So we're trying to make the show not too long. We're only making up for Saturday, blah blah blah. All right, cool. So I'm like, "Listen, man, my bum ass Giants may suck, but they have your Cowboys number anyway, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna win." And he was like, "That ain't really true, because whatever reason, I don't know. I'm not too heavy into sports like that. I didn't even watch the fucking game. I didn't, but at least I don't sit there and pretend like I did and like I'm a true fan like that, right? But I don't pretend either, though. Okay, so you guys can't really hate on me like you can't hate with these other fake motherfuckers who are fake.
Ain't no sports watcher. Get out of here, you bum.
I really don't. I really don't. But anyway, I keep track, right? So then anyway, the Giants whooped their ass. Let's keep it
34-17, if I remember right.
Hosts here were just like, what the hell?
They whooped their ass. And then I went to my cousin, and he was like, and he was saying exactly what you were saying, Kay. Like, man, they can't even lose right to get them draft picks, man.
No, you could have had a top 3 pick, and you let the Cowboys win. They had a backup quarterback.
Right. So last
night, you beat the Cowboys.
Right. So last night on Ray's podcast, I'm like, see what I tell you, my Giants may suck ass, but they got your Cowboys number. He was like, that ain't true, because technically, blah, blah, blah. I said, and he was like, the numbers. I said, the numbers said, my bum ass Giants whooped your Cowboys' ass. That's all I cared about. That's numbers I cared about.
I don't care about the
I'm talking a little bit of shit because Ray the homie, it was all jokes.
I have a bone with Ray just because he says I can only be mad at the Cowboys for 24 hours, and I'm like,
I don't know.
Dude, they have a 1 in 30 years. You tell me you can only be mad at them for 24 hours.
No, you
look. I just finished boycott year number 2. I'm going to start boycott year number 3 because Jerry came out today.
Do you not watch anything?
Or no, the only Cowboys game I watch is on Thanksgiving when I go over to my mom's house. That's it.
Right, because you're kind of forced to.
Because I kind of have to. I have not watched any Cowboys games at all, besides whatever Thanksgiving. And even then, I'm not really paying that much of attention to it. But Jerry came out today, and he's like, this dude's 84 years old. And he's like, my goal is to be the owner that wins the most Super Bowls. And I'm like, you're like
it's gonna
6 or 7 behind, what's his name, but a New England fool. I just want you to win 1. You can't even do that. He's like, well, I got 3. Yeah, I know. I was 16 years old when you had that.
I love it so much.
Dude, I hate it. I can't stand that man. Can't stand it. I don't wish ill things on anybody. But can't stand that man. He can sell you though. He can sell anything because these guys every year. Next year's our year. Next year's our year. It's our year, man.
I've been hearing that from Knicks fans my entire life. So
oh my god, yeah. Well, at least the Knicks are there right
nowadays.
now.
Yeah, they're doing better nowadays. Like eventually they're gonna get one. I've been saying that.
They might be the favorites in the East. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows, right? Every year, right? Well, that's the other thing too. But every year they improve. Every year they improve. Every year they improve.
Just too stacked. I mean, It's not even.
Yeah, but it used to be the East was stacked and the West had nothing, right?
Although I'm laughing at Laker fans, though. I'm laughing at Laker fans because they're all like, "Luka doesn't play defense." Yeah, no shit. You haven't been paying attention when he was a Maverick for the last 4 seasons.
Even I heard about that one. Yeah, that made me laugh. That made me laugh too. Even I know that shit. I don't really be watching like that.
We don't play defense, man.
The Mavericks the other night. I was pissed. I'm like, what the fuck?
You lost to the Houston lost the Mavs?
Yeah.
Then we're going for draft picks on that. We don't need to be winning games. Man, we got lottery. Played the lottery again. Gotta help that 19-year-old kid that we have. He's gonna be good though. He's gonna be good.
You say so.
They always, yeah. I got one buddy, Mr. 70-year-old old man that I used to work with, and he's all about the Mavs. Yeah, man, Cooper Flag, this and that. It's like, yeah, that's what you told me
He's good, though.
about Luka. It's like, yeah, but we were good with Luka. I was like, but these dumbass traded him away. And I was like, it's gonna happen again.
You gotta trade Cooper Flag again.
Gonna trade Cooper.
But see, the thing with Cooper Flag is you don't know how good he really is because right now he's got free reign. And like, look at like Trae Young. You know, Trae Young looked like the next Steph Curry until, you know, things got real. But what I was thinking about earlier is Luka and Trae Young both were traded because they thought that they would change the franchise's futures.
Yep. I remember that.
And now both of them are gone.
Yeah. Oh, Trae he got traded then?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
He wanted to go to
No,
Washington.
he went to the Wizards, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
He wanted to go to Washington, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
I don't
The
see
thing about
anything
Cooper
wrong with
Flag,
that,
though,
picking a team that's like obscure, just because it's like, hey, I'm gonna go to the Lakers because they're the Lakers, so it's just gonna be another blip in the Laker history.
Yeah, but the thing about Cooper Flag that is different from Trae Young is Cooper's a big dude, man. He is a.
I'm not comparing.
No, what I'm saying is the problem with Trae Young is he's small.
I wasn't comparing him. I'm just saying, like, he's okay. You have Trae Young. You can go all the way back to like Larry Hughes. You can go back to freaking Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? It's like these guys look good until it's winning time.
Yeah.
When things get tight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even with Clyde, he got to the finals. I mean, yeah, it was Jordan, but I mean, Jordan ain't God. They say he is. They could have lost. Like the Bulls weren't blowing teams out. The Jazz almost had them a couple times.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said they called him Black Jesus back in the day. I didn't, but they called him Black Jesus.
Yeah, they did. But like, no, we'll see what he's really made of when winning time comes. This is like,
they need Kyrie back, but I don't even know. I wouldn't even bring Kyrie back. Let him heal. Like they're not gonna. What are you gonna make it the play-in game and then get knocked out?
No, I mean
one of your posts is out for the year, and his career may be.
You talking
gone.
about Lively?
Yeah, that's
what happened to him.
He's got same injury, I think, on his foot or something like that, and that's not good. If you're a big man with a foot problem, that ain't good at all.
Isn't he young too?
Yeah,
yeah.
He's out. He's out. Like he missed more games in his career than he's played now. And then I mean,
because I remember last year.
I mean, they got to move. They got to move street clothes. I mean, they got to move them. I don't know who's going to take them.
Talking about Davis?
Yes.
Davis,
and I don't want to hear people are like, "Yes, mean Charles Barkley called him street clothes." He is street clothes, man. That's the reason why the trade was stupid to begin with. Like Mavericks fans knew what we were getting.
He's glass.
Dude,
Glass Joe.
I was up
like Mike
late.
Tyson punch out. Glass Joe.
I was up late when the trade happened, and I
Oh
was
my god,
no way.
I was pissed.
No way. I'm looking at my phone. It's like, oh, this is for real. And then my buddy, the one I tell you about,
I thought it was a gag.
He's like 65, 70 years old. And I was like, he's probably in bed, has no idea this just happened. You know what? I'm just going to text him some eyeballs. God. That's all I'm going to text him. And I did. The next morning, before I even woke up, he was just sending me, this motherfucker. He started going off. He was so angry, man, when that trade.
I don't know how, like, and then the funny thing was, like, Cuban was just getting trash. And I'm like, Cuban's not the owner anymore.
The owner, yeah, he's not the owner anymore.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows.
if Cuban was there, he definitely wouldn't have left.
Yo, hold on.
No.
I'm sorry, bro. You gotta put this on the screen. Hold on.
What is on the screen? The consumer?
What? Oh, you mean the CS thing? No, well, yeah, that was that. That was funny. No, not that. Hold on. Freaking
Corporate electronics show.
It was hilarious here.
That was
The next
funny.
following day or
That was
weeks or
funny.
so,
That was
people
funny.
having
Dude.
a vigil.
No
outside the
AI,
statue.
bro. NYC Profit, Gaming Profit NYC. You know him
Oh,
on
yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
I wish
I saw
Cowboy
this.
fans would do that to Jerry,
This
but Jerry
right
owns
here.
the team.
Oh my god. And then, of course, it's AI. I ain't got to put words in it. You already see what's up.
What is it?
Rewind the video. Let him do it again. Boom. There you go.
I think we're gonna be okay.
It's not
We've
even the
got each
audio.
other, and that's what matters
Did you
most.
see it?
The grin.
I think we're gonna be okay. We've got
Good.
each other,
No,
and that's what matters
no.
most.
What? What are you talking
Who
about?
is that?
The hand, bro.
Spartan. He's not.
The hand,
He's
bro.
it's best.
Oh,
Chiefs
the
I mean,
get-
but
On the boob?
it's not really. It's not even on the
I think
boob.
we're
It's on the
gonna be
chest.
okay.
Yeah.
We've got
Still
each
not a-
other, and
still
that's
not a,
what matters
It's
most.
not coming, but he's John
yeah,
Halo.
but I mean, it could have been worse. But he's right. But it's still bad enough.
He's John
Yeah,
Halo.
yeah.
He could do whatever.
Look, I ain't
Yeah,
touching
Johnny
any woman
Halo.
outside
And
my
then you
wife
got-
like that. I'll
You
tell you
got
that right now.
Phoenix. He's just grabbing some ass, probably.
Phoenix. Yeah, bro. You already know. That's gonna be about to be a three-way right there.
Yeah,
But
Marcus
if
is
it
like
wasn't-
grabbing
if it
ass,
wasn't
like,
for the-
If
If it wasn't for the timeline thing, it kind of looks like he got 3 fingers right there on top of that, bro.
Man, I'm getting tired of
See if it
AI
goes back.
already. I'm so sick and tired of it. Like everything.
Hit the full screen thing. Maybe it'll.
Yes, 4
Yeah, 3 fingers. What I tell you, I knew it.
He lost a finger.
Yeah.
Dude, he battles a lot. He's gonna
What is
lose
what
a
is
limb.
what is three? What does three mean?
Most.
Nothing. He just happens to have 3 fingers because
I
it's
think we're
AI.
gonna be
Yeah.
okay.
It's AI.
Oh,
We've got
okay,
each
yeah. They
other,
never get the
and
fingers
that's
right.
what matters
Yeah.
most.
They usually don't.
Phoenix.
But meanwhile, what's his name does?
Look at Marcus Phoenix all clean and
Phoenix
young.
does. Yeah, right. All clean and young, and all 5 fingers on his hand. And they have,
I think we're gonna be okay.
Surprised he doesn't have 6.
dude.
Phoenix,
listen, he's
like
not
he
stopping
smiles.
it
He's like,
because
"Girl, you in trouble tonight."
Why
Why
are you smiling like that?
Right? I mean, you know why he's smiling like that, first and foremost.
He's like,
Lord
"It's gonna
Jesus, I
get
just saw
down and
that-
dirty."
I got
Bro.
first.
Bro.
Oh man.
You don't want sloppy seconds. Okay. I'm just saying, I saw that.
You know,
man.
John Halo's gonna be like, "I'm gonna wear the helmet still."
And his name is John. That's messed up, too.
No, it's funny because my son, like my older son that plays, he
Mhm.
names like any game. It's always the John in the title of the game, like
Right.
John Helldiver, or John Fortnite, or
Mm.
John Halo, or John Xbox. It cracks me up when he says it because the way he delivers it is just.
You can't even say Johnny, but it's the way he says it, too.
Yeah, it's the way he says it too. Yeah, because I think
Said
that
it
it all
John-
started with in Fortnite. There's a character named John Jones.
Mhm.
Right? He's that white generic guy that's in there. And so since
Mhm.
then he names every game like, John something, whatever the game is.
John Rambo.
And it just kind of fits. Yeah, it just kind of
Yeah.
fits.
Generic
Damn.
name.
Yeah.
Matt Damon's 55 years old. Jeez.
Yes.
Who's 55?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Wait till you
Matt
see how
Damon.
what's her name is? Sofia Vergara. Like mid-50s as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
fine though. Yeah, she's like our generation's who was that other chick who they kept saying was hot even though she's super old already?
Hayek?
She's also Latin. Huh?
Selma Hayek?
You talking about Monica? No, I mean, yeah, Selma
No,
Hayek.
No, I meant
Marissa Tomei?
Selma Hayek, by the way. Whatever name I said before was
That's
wrong.
Italian, maybe.
You got
No, no,
Selma
no, no.
Hayek. What's
No,
the
no,
other
no,
one? What's the
no,
other one?
it's
Tech.
like
The one from no, that's Selma Hayek. The one from the vampires.
Yep.
J-Lo?
that's No. I'm talking about the chick I'm talking about is in her 80s now. She wears glasses all the time, bro. Like she's old, but they still mention her like back in the day. She was the hot chick for her time.
Ooh,
Shit.
Zsa Zsa Gabor, dog. I don't know.
Not Jar Jar Gabor, but similar.
He likes the old ski-woskis.
Latin chick, some Latin chick, bro. Oh my god.
Ski-woskis.
Selena.
Oh.
I mean, not Selena. Hips don't lie.
No, I said in their 80s, bro. She's
Shoot,
like
man.
in her 80s.
Jennifer
I'm
Lopez?
trying to
Oh my
think.
God.
What Latin star in the 80s that
No, she's in her 80s. Now,
No,
maybe
but when she was big, it had been in the 80s.
Yeah, no, she was old then at that point, man. She must have been in her 50s then.
Dang.
Shit, I gotta look it up.
Man, what are you eating? You eating something?
I got a lollipop in my mouth.
Oh, this guy's sucking on something. What's up, Epic Gamer?
Epic Gamer.
Epic's like, what in the hell?
Epic Gamer 4361. John Epic. See how this just like sounds natural? John Gamer.
I guess.
Yep. Oh, I need to get back to Helldivers again. Since they got, don't they have an update? Or update's already out?
No, they did. Yeah, there was something they tweeted that I didn't read all of it, but they're setting up something big.
Yeah, it's I think a new faction or enemy or whatever is supposed to come out.
Yeah, they're building something and it's supposed to, I don't know.
If they can have an event like Fortnite does, that'll be awesome.
Dude, that would be because
Fortnite
they
could knock it out every single time they have an event. It's like a party.
Could you imagine like some cataclysmic explosion or something, like every time you go into a different planet you still see it?
Oh
like,
my god! Did I tell you like years ago when they had Fortnite and it blacked out? Like there was a black hole event, and Fortnite was just dead. But that was just part of the event, right? It's just a small little star in the middle of the screen. I think I mentioned this before. My younger son saw this and he lost it. He started crying. Tears started pouring out of his eyes.
Really?
Because he felt so bad for his older brother because he can't play Fortnite. Right? Because they were doing something in the background, like the servers were down or something like that. But they made it into an event where at the end of the event, everything got sucked into this black hole, and all there is in the middle of the screen is this like white light. And my younger son saw that, like, that's it. That's the end of Fortnite. Like, he doesn't even play it. It was just my older son plays it. But he was so sad for his older brother and crying.
Did you hear about Star Wars Genesis?
Mm-mm.
So Star Wars Genesis is a mod pack for Starfield.
Oh, right.
A complete conversion of the game to Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
200 and it's got over, I'm reading it now, it's got over 300 individual mods in this mod pack. 250 gigs.
That is for PC though, right?
I would think so, yeah. A complete conversion of the game to Star Wars. I'm tempted. I ain't lying, Sig. I'm tempted.
I know you're a fan.
Can you do it on Xbox? I know they have the mods on Xbox too.
Let's see. No, because it says due to its scale, the mod has relatively high PC hardware requirements. So I may not be able to do it. It says you got to have recommending 4060 Ti, 16 gigs of VRAM, 32 gigs of RAM. Sick, right up your alley.
This would be more of a coming from Steam format instead of Windows Store format. Right?
Probably, but
I
was looking at, there's some videos of it, and I was like, that looks cool. Then I saw it was like 250 gigs. I was like, holy, that's on top of 100 something you're already doing?
Yeah, you need a terabyte.
Jeez. But talk about ambitious. But anyways, that came out.
Fans dedicated, bro.
They got videos on it. It looks really, really good. So
it is what it is.
Yep.
What are you guys playing now? After 1 week? What's your 1 week update?
You were on there last Friday. Let's see. I guess that's a week, less than a week. Still Final Fantasy 12 and college football.
I thought you were done with 12.
I'm
getting there. Like, what's done for you? Like the story, or like all the trophies and?
No, I'm about 80-90% done with the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to do all the hunts and in game and all that. Still, I'm about 52% complete as far as gamer score goes. So it's all the in-game achievements.
Well,
14. If you played Final Fantasy 14, you can tell. I mean, if you played 12 and you played 14, you can tell they ripped off a lot of stuff from 12 into 14, especially hunts and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I usually just rip through the story and I'm done with it.
yeah, you know, that's what I was about to ask because I was looking at a person's tweets that we were talking about before the show, and it's amazing to me because I'm a completionist, so I'm trying to get 100% of all the achievements.
Yeah.
But then it's funny, and it shouldn't even bother me. I mean, I shouldn't even really care. But then I'll see this guy.
Remember, oh my fucking God.
How many
Sophia
games
Loren.
I beat? Like
She's
how many
91, dear God.
Was
Oh
that?
my fucking God. Her name is Sophia Loren. She's 91.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
God.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see
I
what I'm
could.
saying?
Yeah.
Everybody knows, like,
No, she's before our time, man. That's like
before our time. Yeah, before our time.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, it's like when I see these games I beat, and I say that because I think Tech had a post, but you don't have a list.
Right.
Like he runs a list, of all games you beat, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. You beat a game. I complete a game. It's like, you know, I call myself a snob on that because I make fun of our friend Bean because he's the same way with certain things. I'm like,
you mean when I complete a game? I mean just the story, but you complete the game.
Like I complete a game.
Yeah, I don't.
But we have guys that are like, I beat 89 games this year.
The only
and I'm like,
ones
that's nice.
I've
Ran through
enjoyed.
it, yeah.
The only games I've really enjoyed doing a complete. Like I don't want to see anything on the map. Like no side missions, no little quirky things going on in the map.
Like you're Ubisoft's favorite
Cyberpunk.
Yes. Ubisoft.
Cyberpunk. I've 100% in Cyberpunk.
Yes.
I've done that. And the DLC.
Yeah, I've done the Cyberpunk one. I've done Ubisoft game like Wildlands, especially Ghost Recons. That I'll do those. Where I'll complete the entire map is nothing but woods.
So you like open world?
I like open world. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. A lot of people don't.
But like a bunch of story games, like what you're playing, Final Fantasy, where you're saying you're doing these side quests or these hunts, like I won't do it. I just want the story and be done.
Yeah, you could probably do Final Fantasy 12 in like 50, 60 hours, but I'll probably end up with like 100, 110 when it's all
Not even 50, 60 hours Final Fantasy 12 just to beat it, especially when you get like
that's true. You could probably run through there really quick.
Right?
Yeah.
The Gambit where you auto program what they do in certain conditions. After a while,
the Gambit. Which I'm not as good at in that. I'm getting better though. Because
really at this point, as many hours as you should have.
I'm better than I was. Well, yeah. When you start facing some of these end games, you're like, I better start using these.
Wow.
Now Stalker,
I'm traditional.
As massive as Stalker is, I will do everything that's in Stalker.
Now this game,
right?
This game as a completion is a grind. Helldivers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like there's an achievement like you have to get like all of a ship component, and it's like, whew, okay.
No, my son would do everything. Like he wants to do everything for Helldivers at least, right?
It used to be like that for Call of Duty to get prestige and all that, right?
Yeah.
And then also, my son is
times?
also into completing it. Is also on Spider-Man games. He enjoyed it.
I'm working on that too. I've been working Spider-Man a little bit on, and I just realized to get all the trophies for that, you have to play like 2 or 3 times playthroughs. So
yeah, so Stalker.
There's a lot of achievements on Spider-Man.
And the same thing
Remastered.
For Fallout games.
Yeah, Fallout games takes a long time too. Because I've done
just
3.
Roaming around and just happen to run into a mission or something and then do it. Right. I enjoy doing that. That's the same thing with Stalker. Like I just roam around. I'm like, all right.
But I like exploring. Like I'm an open world guy too. So and I love exploring. So I don't just. If I'm playing a game and I'm just doing the storyline, I feel like I got cheated out of my money. Like it's like you know, for $60, $70, $80, and all I'm doing is just a linear storyline. If there's not any extra stuff, I'm like, man, I got ripped off.
I don't remember how I got into like Fallout games, because old me would completely dismiss it. Like, I don't want to play it, right? But at somewhere I saw Fallout 3, and I said, that looks pretty cool. And I started playing it.
Oh, the remaster on that one too.
This is way like when it released, right?
No, I'm talking about this year. I think there's rumors that they may remaster 3.
And I saw it, I played, I'm like, dude, this game is awesome. And then eventually Vegas came out, where people say Vegas is like the most amazing game. I thought Fallout 3 was better.
It was buggy as hell when it came out, though. I mean, they're all buggy, but Vegas was pretty buggy.
And then since then, I will say Fallout 3, since then, I've been a Fallout fan. Like, dude, I'll play every release out there, except for 76 and the Shelter thing.
So I love 3 because I actually lived in DC when I played it. So I was all like, oh, I've been there. Yeah, I work in that building. Yeah. Oh, they totally destroyed that. Yeah, I rode the metro. So that was pretty cool.
But no, those are fun. And it's the same thing with Stalker right now. I'm just taking my sweet time with Stalker, and I bought it because I think it's leaving Game Pass, or already did.
Yeah, and people were complaining about that. I don't know why.
I don't know why. They had a year to
like
play.
It was on. I mean, it's been there for what, 9 months? Like it was
almost a year. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
so I think it came out like on November, right? I think that's.
They're like, well, it's an Xbox game. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, and that's the reason why, like, the console wars it just gets old, because they start categorizing these things that are not true. That's an Xbox game. That's a PlayStation game. No, it's not. You know.
It's so good too. It's so good.
I saw our buddy Bing was playing it. It was a little buggy at first, but it looked pretty good. And I'm pretty sure now they've cleaned it up. So
awesome. I love it. And I've played previous Stalkers because I bought some PC games, and I was like, I like these versions. Something about it I didn't like about those Stalkers.
And that's from the Ukrainian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they were under extremely weird circumstances creating that game too. So
he changed it up. He changed it up.
Who's that?
What?
Hold on a second. I'll post it. He changed it up 2 hours ago, even. But anyway, to give another example of what you were talking about, it's like a Valve.
The hand off the boob or something?
Yeah, he's doing something else instead, right? I guess he got a lot of crap for it or whatever. But like,
what? Why would anybody do like?
And he has 4 fingers,
dude. It's just
no. But there's more than that.
People really get bent out of shape over a hand on the boob,
I guess.
And it's not even real.
Yeah,
it's not even real. But play the whole thing. So number one, he has 4 fingers. Plus, you see his eyeball now through the thing.
Did he open his little visor? No,
it was always there.
Look at that eye. Oh my god.
AI. It looks weird. The eye was there from frame 1, but I just found that out. Oh yeah, but back on topic. So what you were saying, it's like that game of Valve. They finally announced it's coming to PlayStation, right? Which we knew, like, duh. But of
when
course,
Death Stranding 2, Stranding 2 goes multi-plat, it's a PlayStation game, and no, it wasn't.
No. Here's the thing: they won't even talk no shit about it. Now, Xbox guys will talk shit about it just to get some get back, but they really don't care either, right? But they just want to get some get back after all the crap that they heard, right? But they'll downplay it and act like it was nothing. But back when it was their turn, they wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Well, then, that's
Xbox and it's Play Anywhere, I'll buy it.
But see, that's the problem that I have, though, right? Because I want it to stop, but everybody's got to get their comeback so it never stops.
No, but when the Xbox guys do it and they get their comeback, and that's what it is, right? Because the point for the Xbox guys when they're trying to get their get back is to try to make the point like it was crap when you said it in the first place, right? Which is usually what they said when the PlayStation guys were saying this crap. This is what they would say to them in return. So that whole the difference, not with this. It's really
and I'm not totally innocent. I'm not totally innocent of it either because yeah. Well, I mean, when Helldivers 2 came out, I was like, yeah, I'm buying it day one.
Day one.
And
I bought it.
PlayStation, if y'all keep doing this, you'll get more of my money, man. I got so much flack from that.
I bought it day one on PC and then waited.
Oh, you like? So you like 1-year-old,
2
2-year-old games? You like games that are 5, 6 years old, dude? I'm playing Final Fantasy 12 right now. I played 1 through 11 last year, or 1 through 10 last year.
2006 that came out. It's almost 20 years old.
Like, what does it matter? I had just as much fun playing Helldivers 2 last August as I would have if it was out a year.
When it's like, oh, I just played this on Game Pass. I can't believe it. Like, dude, it's not the same. You have to own it. I'm like, dude, I'm getting the same enjoyment out of either a purchase or rented game.
Right.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you another example.
My experience won't change because
how many games do you own that you don't even play anymore?
Played, yeah.
Be honest, like 90% of your library you don't ever play anymore as soon as you buy it. As soon as you buy it and you beat it, you don't play it anymore. I mean, case in point, Fallout 3. I haven't played Fallout 3 since I've beaten it 10, 15, years ago. 20 years from now.
Yeah, it's been more than that, yeah. But like, shit, I had a point of view.
Maybe I'll play a remaster.
And if you played Fallout 3 back then and you saved your save file in the cloud, you can still access it today.
No, I know. You could do that with all your... Actually, what I've been doing last year is moving all my 360 files to the cloud.
Yeah.
Like you transfer all your 360 files. Was that?
I'll just give an example of like the mindless, right? The mindless. So, I posted that video of the
no, you didn't.
Call of Duty on YouTube, the bot match that I did, right, with that mod, right, which is basically an amalgamation of all 3 Modern Warfares, and it uses Modern Warfare Remake number 1, Remastered number 1 on the multiplayer. That you just have to install that off of Steam, and you install this mod, and it has full controller support. It's got bots. You could host your servers. It has all the maps of all 3 Modern Warfares, right? You can play online with other people, stuff like that, right? And I post this video up to show, hey, it's working. It works real well. Blah blah blah. Here's a match. Here's my first match. I'm just playing against some bots to test it out, right? And I don't even remember the bullshit that some piece of shit asshole said. I just reported the comment, and I guess by default, if I report the comment, it erased it, right? Yeah. But dude said something, and I don't even remember exactly what he said. He didn't say anything like, "Oh, I suck." He said like some like hurtful type. I don't even think he said anything about my mom, because if he did, I would have remembered. But I just remember it being on some. He just said that shit to say some fucked up shit to me. I don't know who this person is or what the fuck. I really don't care. But it's like these people have nothing better to do. And that's my point overall, right? That's my point overall. Now, this example has nothing to do with console warring at all, right? It's just a free mod that anybody can play from a game that everybody of all platforms love, unless you were on Nintendo, because you didn't really have it like that. I'm just saying, Nintendo fans didn't have that game. So
yeah.
No, actually, no, they did. They had the Reflex version of Modern Warfare on the first one. So even then, on the Wii, even they had Modern Warfare. So everybody could have appreciated Modern Warfare and what it did.
Who really played the Wii version?
No, I'm just saying, my point being, right, there's no console warring.
The same people that buy a Switch 2 to play Call of Duty, which doesn't exist.
Right. And that's my point, right? Like, there's no console warring in this, but some asshole who has nothing better to do.
There's always that one
had
guy.
To put that in the right. There's always that one guy. Like I have videos where there should be no bias one way or another about nothing, but I see a couple of downvotes, and I always see videos.
We had a backspace the other day, and who the same person that wants to troll comes on.
Yeah, we're not even going to say his name. We're
not even going to say his name.
Yeah, he's not worth the energy, and I should
not worth it.
And the funny thing, I'm not even going to block him, because I see, and he was trolling by putting the little laughing emoji, and that's the thing he always says. Oh,
because he knows you see that,
right? But like, he has nothing better to do. His name is what he wishes he owned. That's the thing about it. Which he literally said.
When I was putting multiple videos on my channel, like recorded ones, not these live ones, I would have this one guy go crazy in all of my most recent videos. He will go to each video as far as back as he can and post some troll shit in every video, right?
Nothing better to do.
And then I would just take a screenshot. I'm like, look at this goofball.
Yep.
Which I'm sure that's what he wanted. He wanted the attention, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, this guy, look what he's playing.
But what kind of life you got going that you
And here's the funny thing.
I don't understand that, you know.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing about that. I always say, right?
You're not gaming doing it. I'll know that.
Blocking and muting these people off social media all day. And what I usually do is I tell you, I click on their accounts and see what they usually do. I don't click on their posts, right? Because their posts could be, oh, here's a fan of like Arsenal, right? The football team, or this or that. And they seem pretty normal, right?
Soccer?
On the outside. Then you look at their replies, where if it's a subject, they will go to everybody. It'll be like 50 in a row.
Oh yeah.
To say and copy and paste the same thing because they salty about whatever the fuck it is.
So I figured out the best way of getting people like that though, because I limit the people who could respond to my tweets to people I only follow. And I've seen comments like they can't comment on my post, but they'll comment on a response, and they're like, "Yeah, he's such a turd. He only wants people that kiss his ass to respond." No, dude, I don't want you to respond. That's the whole point. I don't. You're mad because you can't troll me, so you're trying to troll through somebody else. No one cares.
We didn't have a space for months. He was one of the first dudes there when the space got active, right? And it was you know how it is when we're first there. At first, most people don't know it's there. It's not active. You know, it's not a lot of people there. But when it was active, he was there, and he's smashing the laughing emoji like first. Like I could have just blocked him or muted.
So we had when's the last time we had a bag space? Like 3 months ago.
3 months, and before that, many months before that.
See,
right?
he's making, and this guy's making comments like they're 95% wrong or something. I'm like, dude, and you're the one following us. Like, we don't do anything with you, but every time we show up, you're always following us, right?
Yep. And everybody else was communicating in the the conversation. Nobody started no type of shit. Nobody. There was nothing negative. It was all just.
And that dude's passive aggressive too. That's how I call Mr. Passive Aggressive. Much love to you. Oh yeah, much love trolling people. Yeah, okay.
Thick ass motherfucker. Like fuck out of here. But it is what
much love to you.
Who you are long ago. We seen through the Maybelline bitch. Like you ain't nobody. You ain't got nothing. This is why you.
What sucks is he's a local guy because I could see. I even know what high school because he has pictures of his kid playing. I know what high school he goes to. And I'm not even going there. I'm just saying, like, it's like, dude, you have a teenager, and you're acting like a child.
Yeah, man.
No,
what is this kid learning? And that's another thing, right? Completely unrelated,
More
but
Texas
also related,
guy too.
right? So I've seen a lot of videos lately where a parent will shave the head of a kid. Well, they'll just shave like the middle, right? But leave the sides, right? As punishment for whatever fucked up shit the kid did, either disrespecting others or making fun of a kid who has cancer, right? And bullying this kid. I've seen both of those, right?
Yeah.
And this parent will do what they do and post a video online. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, this is how you treat blah 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 to make them learn the lesson." Like, no. Here's the thing though. What the fuck were you as a parent to educate this child before they got this way in the first place, where you had to punish them in the first place?
That's not the way to punish.
No. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the punishment, but I'm saying
a little embarrassment can go. I've embarrassed my boys before, not like that, but
absolutely no. But I get it. That's not the point I'm making. I'm making the point is, if you were such a great parent, like you're trying to portray yourself online, maybe your kid wouldn't have did that shit in the first place.
Here's the thing. That is a parent. It's what I call peacocking. Okay.
Yeah, like exactly.
It's like it's like at work, I had a guy. I remember this is like my second or third year at Amazon. They were like, this kid, I mean, and I don't mean it like that. He's 20 something, but he was considerably younger than me. We got to show them. We got to show them what we do. We got it because he wants to get promoted and he wants it. And he's like, we gotta. Yeah, dude, like annoying as hell. And it's like,
wants to make an impact with the company within 1 week of his employment.
Exactly. And he's like, we got to tell. I'm like, dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how it works. And I said, because I was like you too. I was like that. I'm like, if you do your job well and you keep doing your job well, everybody's gonna know who you are.
Without
Because
you having to say a word.
You because then you'll be what's called a victim of your own success. And I was like, you're trying to do what I call peacocking. Like, I'm this, I'm that, and that's annoying as hell. Nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody
shit.
wants to hear that.
Nobody.
And that's what I don't like about these parents, bro. Like
these parents, those parents are doing exactly the same thing. Like I've punished my oldest son. I've punished pretty badly, but it's not something I'm proud to do. In fact, I didn't like doing it, but I had to. It's like I told my wife. I was telling my wife this the other day. I said I'm not looking forward to my second kid getting into, he's 9, 10, but puberty's getting earlier and earlier now. So he's going to pre-puberty, right? Like he's starting to talk back to his mom and all that. Then you have to become like asshole dad. And asshole dad is not fun.
I know.
It's not fun at all. Right. And it's about 5 or 6 years where you're being asshole dad, and it's not fun, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it. And it's like my youngest son, he's like, "Well, do you hate me, Dad?" I said, "No. In fact, if I hated you, I wouldn't even bother. The fact of the matter is I'm you don't realize it because you're not mature. I would have got
rid of you long ago."
Said, Go ask, but my oldest son, he now realizes, okay, now I know why he did what I did, right? And it's like, but it sucks. So I have to go. And what sucks this go around was the last go around, I was in my 30s going in my 40s. This one, I'm going in from my 40s into my 50s. And it's like, well, now I'm going to be a crotchety old asshole for 5 or 6 years. And it's like, it's just not fun.
As your kids, at least your older one, has he done like the whole like flinch thing? Like he's going to like hit you, but he's not.
Who, my oldest son? Like me?
What?
Yeah.
What?
No.
My son.
But that's only because he tried me once and that didn't go well for him when he was 15 years old. So he doesn't do that.
My 14, which he's going to be 15 like later this month. He's done that with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, boy, you don't want the old man strength on you.
No.
Okay, see. This is the thing I'm talking about.
He does it. He does it just to play with me.
But he's not making videos of it though.
No. This is what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm talking about. I wouldn't even have thought to do that on some joking tip that could have been my ass.
It's a different generation though.
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but there is some truth that these kids don't think like we do.
No,
they don't.
No, I follow all of that.
And so and there is like, so I'm different because I was raised by a single mom. So I already knew I was stronger than my mom when I was 13, 14 years old. I still knew not to mess with her because she'd get crazy. Right. And I had respect for her and I wouldn't do it. But I think it's somewhat natural when a kid starts getting as big as his dad and he wants to, like I wrestled my kid until he was 18 and then he was like 280 and I was like, I can't do that, dude. You're going to hurt me. Like you're a bear. I can't even get my arms around you. Like you're just like, and he's just natural strong too, Tech. Like I'm like
my younger one. He's a thick kid, but he's not fluffy. He's just like mass, right? He's just
dude, man, y'all some punk ass daddies. You better go for that you better go for the single leg.
Yep.
I put him in a front chin lock. That's how I got him, and almost.
Yeah, you do it looking. I don't want to hear about that.
Poke him in the throat, bro. Right there, bro. Like,
well, yeah, I want to go to jail because I crushed his esophagus or something.
No, man.
Why would you crush his esophagus? Just put him to sleep.
No, I didn't. I could have put him to sleep, but I didn't, and he got the. I put 50% pressure.
Okay,
on.
Look, man, I don't want to hear about when you snuck up behind him. Okay.
No, I didn't sneak up behind him. I was a straight.
You already said you're scared of him because he's a bear and all that.
No, I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of him. But when you're wrestling and he's 280 and you're 220,
you said that scared part. That's straight. That was straight.
Ain't no scared.
He's like 6'5" and 350, dude. That guy is massive.
That's me, but I'm not 300. I'm
Realist.
6'4". He's not my.
My son is 6'2", about 310.
Yeah. His son is a big boy.
That dude he's a left tackle, dude.
But bigger than me. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's just a big dude. And when he's 18, It's like, nah, dude, I'm gonna tear my rotator cuff or something. Like I'm getting older too. You know, like when you get to a certain age, you're like when you young and dumb, you don't mind. All right, if I'm getting a fight, I get in a fight. When you start getting older, you can like, yeah. Then you have to do the pros and cons in your mind. You're like,
the paperwork, bro, and I gotta explain to motherfuckers like, just destroy his life quietly, and nobody even will know it's me except for dude who did it, and who'll come to me later on
I'm
some
just saying,
apologetic tip, because that's what I usually
a lot
do.
longer. It takes a lot longer to heal than it used to. Just saying that.
I'm not Wolverine anymore. I can't just.
I'm not Wolverine anymore.
There's a couple of dudes I knew from my job.
I stopped playing pickup ball for that reason. I played
straight out of pocket. Used to be straight out of pocket. I just ruined them, and they would come back later on some apologetic, like,
stretch out
and not
even,
even, bro. It is what it is, man. You got to use the thing between your ears too.
Guy from Along Came Polly, like he's all stretching.
Oh, God.
Before you had to play ball.
What's great now, I actually use it because I had I actually called my son. It's like, hey, you off today? He goes, yeah. And I was like, can you come over? Because I had a bunch of metal. I'm cleaning out the garage, so I had a bunch of stuff we were throwing away as metal, and they have a metal recycling area out here. And yeah, we probably put about 300-400 pounds in the back of the truck.
What does he do? He just like picks it up with his pinky.
Dude, he's just deadlift like it's nothing.
I got this, Dad. He's a crane, dude. He just picks it up like no problem.
And you know how you know when you raise them right. So I took them to. So I didn't really care, but I went to this metal recycling. They pay you for the metal that you give, right?
Yeah.
And it's not that much. I think I got like $23, and I give the $23 to my son. I'm like, here you go, and he's like, no, Dad, go ahead. I don't need it. And I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, son, you just turning down free lunch and dinner, man. You better take that money. And then on the other hand, I'm like, okay, I raised him right, because I would have said the same thing if I was his age. So you see those little signs, you get rewarded later on, because you don't get rewarded at all in teenage years.
No. Yeah, teenage years right now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, here you go, because I don't care about the $23. Here you go. He's like, no, Dad, I don't. Anytime. I was like, okay. But yeah, he's just.
Mine would have just taken it and say, all right, Robux.
No, God, he doesn't like Roblox though.
Not talking about
he was
kid.
He was out there playing with it. He was playing. Oh yeah, you would take. He was watching. He was making fun of his little brother because he was playing on it this weekend. As a matter of fact, I didn't even say anything that I was going off on Roblox, but he was making fun. I asked him. I said, what do you think of these games? He goes, oh, they're trash. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Your little brother loves them. No.
That's how they are, man.
Well, you're sick. You're a snob. Dude, I'm gonna be like, if I gotta be the villain, then I'll embrace the villain. Yes, I am. I'm a snob. It's trash.
Hey, man, I earned that. I earned the cost to be that boss. Fuck you.
You still sucking? Sick.
What?
You still sucking?
I'm drinking beer.
Did you have like a lollipop?
What do you call those things?
Pops.
Charms blow pop.
Sucker.
Sucker.
Still
on that sucker. All right,
oh
man.
my Lord.
So the main question.
Okay.
Next gen being delayed. I say bring it on.
Oh no. Hold on though. We didn't talk about the thing, the announcement for today. The thing before we get to the
direct.
main question. Yeah, the direct announcement. Then we went to that.
They already announced that last week, saying it's like in 2 weeks, right?
No, they announced the date. Yeah, and then they announced Towerborn is going to be released, which
Fable's going to be in it. Also, Forza 6 is going to be in it.
There's really no surprises, is there?
One more game, Beast of Reincarnation from
well, there's
the
there's
same
always
developers
that one
as
game that
Pokemon.
Put up,
right? But that's
box.
only 3. Normally they give 5 games, and they've mentioned 3 of the ones they're going to show.
Yeah.
Right. So I imagine they're going to announce maybe one more, and then the 5th one will be the surprise, right?
Well,
that
they
we're
showed
not going to
Fable.
know until
That's
the end of the
finally going to show something about Fable, or at least give a release date, because people have been waiting for that for decades. You know.
Yeah. That'll be. I mean, they're going to do Gears of War E-Day. We know that.
Yeah. Right, but that may not be
Clockwork is going to be in there. We know that.
Clockwork, maybe next year. Who knows, right? We don't need it to be this year. We
No,
already have big four.
I think they've kind of nailed it down to this year. They just haven't told you when.
Right, but
I
see, that's
think
the thing. I'm just saying we don't need it to be this year, but it could be. I have no idea.
we don't need it to be why though, Sick, because
I don't care.
like I told you, it was
It's gonna be
on
a Game Pass. I'll play it when I get to it.
it was on
Right,
you were
exactly.
able to
That's
wish list
what
it
I'm
on
saying.
Steam since last year. So I think this year.
Yeah, but there's many games like that on Steam that are wish listable for multiple years, and then you know what I'm saying. So I get. Listen, if it comes out this year, great. My point is, this year is so stacked, right? And this is before even anything that Microsoft has bought, right? These are all internal studios. The big four games everybody's saying
Wait,
that's
who's
probably coming out
Clockwork?
this year.
Who's Clockwork?
Clockwork.
Revolution.
Yeah, Clockwork Revolution.
No. Who's it belong
Right?
to? Like
In
studio.
In Exile, I think, or
It's an Xbox one.
or Obsidian.
It's in Exile.
Yeah, it is in Excel. Yeah, I think
So
you're right.
the mystery game, what do you think it is?
I don't know, but I'm just saying this
Frogger.
year. I guess
I got a
answer was
call.
you to ask-
I'm calling it.
But
I'm
just to
calling
answer
it.
the thing he asked me
Scalebound's
first. Hold
coming
on,
back.
let me finish the statement I was making. Right? He asked me, and I'm saying like of the what was it? Forza, Gears, Halo, and Fable. All
Yep.
of those are first party long before Microsoft started buying any of the studios. They're all in-house Microsoft homegrown, right?
Okay.
And that's 4 big ones. There used to be 3 big ones. Now it's 4 big ones this year alone before anything else. So to answer what a realist was asking me, I'm not saying I'm against it coming out this year or anything like that. Sure, great. Stack the deck. It just goes to show Xbox, you know, has the games out there, right? Despite what everybody else is saying, the Xbox is dead. I'm just saying that alone is way more than Sony did last year when they only had one.
Well,
That
but
didn't
I
win
mean, I don't.
right? So
I think we're past. I think we're past the point of. I think we're past the point of debate that PlayStation is not going to match the content volume of Xbox, and
Right.
they will, and they won't ever, right?
But
I
they
think
sold so many consoles though.
So I think here's my prediction,
Mhm.
and I think Realist will like this one. He may not agree with it, but I think he'll like it if it's true. I think it's State of Decay, and I think they're giving a release date, and it's going to be quicker than.
Oh, okay. So that's a highly likely one. I would agree with that. What else could it be? Oh, here's the thing. I think it is right, and it sounds like a blah 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 blah, right? But I bet you it's something we've never heard of, never leaked, maybe even potentially a shadow drop
But
in and of that moment, or at least that's when we find out about it. That's the first we hear of it. It's never been rumored, leaked, or nothing else. Just
I
out of
think
nowhere.
I would love that. I think the odds of that are slim and none because Microsoft cannot keep a secret within their
But
own
they've
house
done it
to save their
before.
soul.
But they've done it before. They did it with Hi-Fi Rush.
They did it with Hi-Fi Rush. That was what, 2 years ago.
But still, it's still been done. And
I know.
how many leaks have
think
they
it's
had?
unlikely.
They
I think
haven't
it's
as of late.
I think it's unlikely though
The
because they
Series
can't
X?
they can't keep.
I'm not saying it's likely, but listen,
Could
the
be
time period when they had a lot of leaks has that's a lot. Okay, that's even longer ago, right? That's even longer ago. It truly is. Like that's not a talking point now in 2026. It wasn't a
Because
talking
ain't
point.
nobody know when the Series X was gonna get announced.
Right. Exactly. So I'm not rocking with that just off the facts of it, right? Not even opinion. It's just factual. Like,
see.
no.
I
we'll
just
see.
don't.
I mean,
I don't. I don't think. I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, I could be wrong, and
Yeah.
I'd be happy if I'm wrong.
You could end up being right. Like, who knows? We really do
I think
not
it's
know.
State of
We're just
Decay.
shot in the
I
dark.
think it's State of Decay 3. I think they finally
time for
they're
that too.
finally
Yeah.
nailing it down, and you're probably going to get. I will go May at the latest. Realist. Most likely a March release.
ooh,
For State of
State of
Decay.
Decay 3. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Grand Theft Auto's coming out.
Well, that's next fall if it does, but there's some rumors coming out on that too. They're saying that it's not close.
No, I didn't think it is. And plus, they don't have a whole lot of incentive to put it out. As long as there's many people playing and spending in the current game, there's not a real incentive to come out with the next one. But I guess, you don't want to take too long so that, I don't think people lose interest. I mean, the community is just too big.
Oh, Tech, I sent you another video you might want to play in the background. It's like 3 minutes long of
But I mean,
Yeah, I got it right.
in order
I have
for
an
in order
hour
for
to
there
jump
be
in and
any
play
type
this
of
game.
that we don't know about, we have to go through the studios and see who
Mhm.
has a game that's unannounced. Has Compulsion started to make new teams? We already know that Obsidian is probably their rock stars. And
No,
they have and they have a come on, man. And they got a lot of games that we don't know about because they said that they have multiple unannounced games. Well, that's a rumor that's going around. I mean, who else
Right.
is out there that has a game that hasn't been announced from Xbox?
I will say this because you brought up Obsidian, although I think Obsidian tank is pretty empty at the moment for the year they just had. Obsidian,
They got 6 teams though.
True. I don't think they're gonna after they release 3 games. Although I will give Sick his due on his point. Their second game was unexpected.
And then
I didn't expect them to have a Grounded 2. That came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
And Project Mara got to come out one day.
I just don't think. Yeah, but I don't think Obsidian. I think Xbox is. If I was Xbox, I would not have my studio come out 2 strong years in a row. I try to space them out and let rotate, let other people have their shine. Last year was a huge year for Obsidian. Probably I think they're the studio of the year to put 3 high quality games out in 1 calendar year. That's very, very rare. I'd be shocked if anything comes out of Obsidian in 2026. I'd be shocked. Other than some DLCs.
Okay, what games have Obsidian dropped?
Well, they dropped Avowed.
They dropped Avowed. No, but beyond that,
Grounded 2.
Beyond that,
they dropped Outer Worlds 2.
Beyond those games.
That's 2 games already.
That's 3.
Once
high quality.
Once y'all calm down and listen to what the hell I'm asking y'all. There's 3 games last year, right? But
Yeah.
what did they do before that? Because those teams are up Pentiment, so that wouldn't be a big game. So what other game did they release that could be next up?
My point is, and I think his point is,
I think they're hiding New Vegas.
Now they need some time.
I think they're hiding New Vegas too.
I think that's going to be like a big effort. You know what I mean? That's going to be like all 18.
I think Mommy and Daddy are getting back together, and New Vegas 2 is happening.
You know what? I probably can help myself. We're talking about
as an Obsidian. Time to make up. Let's get it going. But I don't think that's coming out in 2026. That's probably new next gen. But I will answer your question, Tech.
Really? Oh, Tech.
What was my question?
Your original question is the delay, is it good or bad? I don't.
For me, I think it's good because
I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, it's good. It's still like these consoles
because it's going to be expensive if they keep it going. And I'd rather not spend, I'd rather not overpay for it. So I don't care. Take as long as you want. These games look good as it is right now anyway. So
and that's the thing.
I'm not rushing.
They don't perform well.
They don't perform well. That's a good point. They could perform better.
And so with this game, what is this? The Xbox came out and it had all of this crap. Direct storage, machine learning on hardware machine learning. It's been there. It's dormant. Nobody's using it, right? So when does that come into play? Because FSR still takes years before they utilize it. You know what I mean? And then what's the one for the resolution? That's FSR. I'm talking about frame generation. When did they start to use that on the console? We know maybe the Pro can do it, but the OG PlayStation can.
Maybe for Forza Horizon 6 because it's next gen only. Well, current gen only, right? That's the only one I could. That's the only thing I can say to you. Because otherwise, yeah, I rock with what you're saying. But FSR really on these consoles is a software thing. We have no hardware acceleration for that at all on these hardware. On this
Well, they're not using it. Is what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
they
they
should be able to use it.
Generally, no. Yeah, generally they don't. Right.
I don't know. To me, they still feel new, and they haven't got the full potential of what the system can do.
And
like
this
the
is what I
games
was
that
saying.
I've played so far, whether it's first party or third party, they've all looked fantastic to me. I don't know how much more they can look good, right? Except for making it smoother or whatever the case may be to make games better. But I don't know. They look freaking fantastic.
And this is why in the space, right? Like with this whole RAM situation, everybody's so hot for the next generation. Like we have to remember, this console generation was retarded. Not me. I mean mentally. I mean like in terms of slowed down because of number one, the pandemic. Number one, the pandemic retarded in the way it originally meant. Right? Excuse me if I speak English and other motherfuckers don't.
No, man, don't try to clean it up. You use the R word.
A basketball coach is about to get suspended for the rest of the season.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but whatever. My point being is,
the
right? There was a global pandemic that screwed up the whole momentum of a lot of things. This generation has never been what it could have been, all things being equal. And not only that, even then, even putting that aside, it's only the 5th year. Maybe we forget how long the 360 PS3 generation lasted.
Well, even
and then
when the 360 towards the end and the Xbox One was announced, to me, it still felt that we still had 3 more good years of the 360.
Well, actually, it was around the time of the Kinect announcement when everybody thought they were going to announce a new console, because I remember that being zeitgeist at the time for PlayStation and Xbox. But no, that was only maybe halfway, a little past halfway.
Yeah. At
that point alone. And folks, and I remember saying that too, which is why I bring it up, right? So it went longer than that. Now, last generation wasn't as long as that, but we also had to have the mid-gen refresh because those systems actually were late, right? Like they were underpowered for what they should have been at that point in time because technically they were late.
Yeah,
they were delayed for many reasons, particularly TSMC being stuck on 28 nanometer. That was the first instance of Moore's Law really being dead, which is another thing I brought up in the spaces on Monday, right? And it affects what we're talking now. But so this whole RAM situation, I'm very happy about it. Like it's forcing these developers now to have to optimize and use the same thing, even on the PC side, bro. In Europe and whatnot,
yeah.
Even the hardware manufacturers are bringing up, or bringing back older chips that support DDR4 because that's what it is at this point. Yeah, right. AMD is doing it. Like it's a thing. It's a thing. A lot of these phones are gonna get less RAM than we thought they were gonna get. For this next generation of phones, it is what it is. It's okay. So now these developers have to sit down and optimize their hardware instead of having to throw.
I'm looking at all the studios.
Hardware
I'm looking at the list of studios because I'm trying to see what Realist is saying, like who's coming out with what.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing it. I mean, is it possible that the mystery game could be the new Halo? I
don't think. But is that even a mystery?
I don't think they would do it at the developer direct though.
They're already in that. Oh, you mean like a new Halo game, not
the new
Combat
Halo.
Evolved?
Halo 7.
Yeah.
No, I think they're gonna wait to see how Combat Evolved, how Combat Evolved hits on all platforms.
Its own show for Halo.
Let's see, Arcane. Yeah, it would be a 30-minute follow.
Yeah.
That would be.
We already know Arcane is down to one studio.
Arcane's down, and Arcane's full on Blade, and that I'm not anticipating that coming out anytime soon. Although I was happy, I was wondering if the project was still on. I was happy that they put out.
You don't cancel a Marvel project.
But the problem with Blade is the movie, and I think they wanted to release it with the movie. And
Blade is doing good. They just talked about that. That's just fine. Like,
I know, but we hadn't heard anything from it up until fairly recently, which I was glad when we had when they had the awards. They did the. I was breathing a sigh of relief because I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Bethesda. It's Elder Scrolls 6. Starfield's going to have a. I do expect them to do a Fallout. There's going to be something Fallout. I'm expecting. I don't know what. I don't know if it's going to be another DLC for 76. I do expect something Fallout this year. Maybe I keep
Starfield
hearing
Fallout
rumors of a
crossover.
remaster Fallout 3.
3 and
Yeah.
what's his name? Because they're both the same engine, so yeah, it could be.
Right. But the A team right now is probably working. I mean, they're working Elder Scrolls 6. And that's not
I
coming
mean,
out
if
anytime
the rumors are to be believed, man, they might be expanding to it as an A and an A+ team because there are a lot of rumors floating out there around Fallout and how the success of the show and like if they can get this type of engagement from the TV show on Fallout 4 and 3, what could a sequel get?
Well, and that's why you brought up Obsidian, and I think Obsidian is going to be involved in that. Like I said, I think Mommy and Daddy are coming back together, and I think I just have a sneaky suspicion, like in a year or something like that, we're going to get either we're going to get New Vegas 2 or we're going to get the next Fallout game be a combo of Obsidian and Bethesda, and everybody's going to go nuts.
Yeah.
Because like the only thing that we don't know, right, is what is Elsewhere making, and Activision would have their own showcase for that, right? I don't think that they would. Maybe they would add that to like a summer showcase because it's not one of the OG IP. But everybody else, we pretty much know what they're doing. Like I said, Obsidian has 6 teams, and they already said that they have one large game and one small game in the works.
Yeah.
Right. According to a rumor. Right. I don't know where the source is.
Now here's oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm just gonna say that I can't think of anybody else, but at the same time, we didn't see Ninja Gaiden coming. Just because it doesn't necessarily have to be a Microsoft studio, just published by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what if Scalebound? What if Scalebound comes back?
Here's
A lot of people forgot that they renewed that
IP,
that trademark.
Yes, you're right.
Here's a studio that I keep hoping that it is Foggy. I don't know. I want them to put out something new. We haven't heard much of anything other than Diablo, and that is Blizzard. What is Blizzard cooking? Because
they just got done with the expansion, or they're coming to come out with one, right?
Yeah, but they haven't.
It could be a while before they do something else again.
Right, they haven't
if Blizzard does anything, it's gonna be StarCraft.
They haven't done anything brand. Amen, brother. They haven't done anything brand new in a long time.
And StarCraft would be the perfect thing to do because StarCraft was supposed to be a Warcraft game, and at the last second they took away the license, and it was so far in development they were like, "Hey, fuck it, let's just make our own, characters around it," and they put it out there. It's really a Warcraft game. If you look at the alien species and everything, that's right. Warcraft. That's Warcraft.
No, but other than Diablo and maybe Overwatch, you haven't really heard anything from Blizzard.
Yeah,
like they've been kind of quiet.
It isn't coming to the consoles. I mean, even though these consoles could handle it, right? No problem. But it is what
Rumors
it is.
of WoW coming to console. I mean, I'm not excited.
Finally, or at least being a part of Game Pass or whatever, right? Being in subscription, which we had theorized for many years, right? Ever since they bought the company. So
Compulsion is probably Compulsion is working on something new. Because they just released South of Midnight, so they got to be going to the next.
Yeah, but they need time to cook. That's the thing. They just dropped
something.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I like We Are Happy for You. I haven't finished it yet though, but I like it.
You happy for
that
you?
game?
But you say you finished it?
I couldn't finish that
He
game.
said he couldn't. Yeah,
you didn't like it.
The Coalition is no more, right? They closed that, right?
No, dude, that's Gears.
That's Gears.
No, what did they do to the Coalition though? Did they cut? No, that wasn't.
They didn't do anything to them. That's 343. They're Halo Studios now.
Yeah, that's
no,
all
they keep changing the name every 4 years.
No, they did.
What are you talking about? Turn 10, bro?
Turn 10?
I was thinking of something else. You're right. I'm getting it mixed up. Coalition is Gears, so it'll be a big year.
You really are getting old.
No, there was something else that it was a studio that they just put together and then they disbanded it, I thought. And it wasn't Coalition.
The one who's doing the Perfect Dark game. Right.
You're talking about Initiative.
The Initiative.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the Initiative. That's the one they disbanded. All right.
Yeah.
No, Coalition will be a big year because of Gears.
Right.
And then we'll hear all the whiny Xbox. You're gonna give everything away. Ah, shut up. I don't care.
Shut the fuck up. Right. So anyway,
just enjoy your new Gears of War.
Besides, when Gears of War was on PlayStation, it didn't do nothing. So I don't think they're even really looking at that. Will they do it eventually? I'm sure, but after the reaction they got with this, with the remaster of 1, man, that is not foremost on their minds. It just isn't. And you can check that article that I sent you on Twitter later on for more detail on that. But I just want to bring up this one last thing so we can really get to the thing that Tech was first asking about before I brought up the developer direct. 8-bit dough. Now I always say I'm a hoe for 8-bit dough. Pause, but it is. Hey man. I'm just saying, like, here's a controller out of them. Now they said it's coming second quarter. It's probably gonna be about 150. It'll come with the dock.
Damn.
TMR joysticks, right? 1,000 hertz polling rate on USB and wireless, right? It's got the gyro. It got the replaceable thumbsticks, replaceable
He's nuts.
buttons. It got the buttons is replaceable. It still got the headphone jack. It's got the 6-axis motion control. It's got the lights around the RGB. Like the allies.
I can never get with the motion control stuff.
But that's the thing about it too. It's not standardized, and truly, I always say it's like the cross between a controller, mouse, a keyboard and mouse, and a controller. Right? It really could be something if it's given the chance, especially the folks who really F with FPS. It got the back buttons. It's high quality. It's much like that Wolverine, but without the racer name to increase the price to as high as the $200 that you spent on yours, K. Which is still an awesome controller, right? And the reason I didn't buy one is that it didn't have the gyros and all of that, right?
Yep.
This has everything that that Hori controller I bought
for 8-bit dough.
But for 8-bit dough, right? And of course, it supports Xbox, it supports Android or whatever you plug it into, it'll work just fine, right? Bluetooth as well. It's the all-in-one. Look at the D-pad, man. It reminds me of the Sega Saturn or the Genesis, right? Like a good D-pad. TMR sticks. It's everything that I wanted from the next Elite controller. Right?
I like it better than the Steam controller. Just
like it better than what I'm seeing of the Steam controller. I really think they need to have another version of the Steam controller that's more akin to this.
Weird, man. I can't.
Right? It looks fugly, right? And I hope one day they realize to put out another version that looks more like this, right? Where they take out the trackpads, right? Because I get why they want to mess with the trackpads. Some people love it, but most people don't.
I don't.
Right? So make another version.
Like a scrolling ball mouse, man. There's like 10% of people.
And I bought one. And those things are
the ball mouse?
Yeah, my wife likes them, man. I have a buddy of mine that loves them, and my wife uses them. I'm like, how can you use that scroll, that ball?
Hey, man, I bought a trackball, man. I used it for 3 months. Nah, it ain't it. Because when it comes to the fine...
Realist, did you mention Project Mara earlier?
Yeah, he did.
That's Ninja Theory.
That's Ninja Theory, yes. We'll see what they're doing.
That's what I said. It's got to come out. It's got to come out. It's got to come out one day.
Yeah,
because
but anyway, so the thing I just want to wrap this up in saying that, like, of the Elite 3 controller that we keep hearing rumored, right? This has that feature set. Yeah, but we'll see, because the rumor is back around again. So I don't know what's up.
I rarely use my.
They opened up the labs too, so there's something.
They opened the labs back up. Yeah, there's something is going on.
I'm still using my Series 1 controller.
Nah, dude.
Hey, man, I gave it away.
3, man.
I sold it when I got the Series 2, and he's got that Wolverine, which I would have bought, but it was missing the gyro and some other minor thing that this
I got
has.
the Halo Series 2 Elite, and it's great.
If you want,
I take care of it. It's like I don't even use it.
If you want a workhorse controller, that Wolverine, dude, that's a
Wolverine.
Workhorse.
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah, but premium controller. But this is like a premium controller out of them.
I like this. I actually like this. I don't like the fact that they use Cyberpunk. I'm getting tired of everybody using Cyberpunk to look at all this. Pick another name, man.
They use Cyberpunk in their promotion here.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody uses analog sticks and all that. Doom or something. Come on now.
Yeah, but it's
awesome. There's other FPS games.
Hey, they teamed up with Microsoft. They've been doing good things with that arcade stick.
6 years old.
When I got the buttons, now they got these controllers. Hey,
no, it's not.
They got that keyboard. It's 6. Well, yeah, 2020 it came out. No, 2021 it came out. Wait, was it?
God, it doesn't seem that long.
2021 it came out. It came out 2021. So 5 years. So yeah, man. There's that 5 years. So yeah, man. Okay, Tech. Now finally, the thing you was talking about originally before I brought up
delay?
this controller.
I always welcome
yeah.
delays, whether
The
it's
delay.
a game or the console, right?
Yes.
But when the 360 was ending and we were transitional to Xbox One, I thought the 360 still had a good few years
Right.
left, right? Xbox One to Series X, I don't know. I think we were kind of ready for a new one, right? Now this one, because it's the most powerful console in the world, right? Just saying. That's what they marketed.
I agree, but not for that. Just because it ain't marketing and people, but they said, man, fuck what they said. Don't say whatever they're supposed to sell it to you.
Even
of course.
now, I still
But you
feel
fell for
it's
the marketing.
new.
Be mad at yourself, right?
I still
That-
feel
I
like
agree.
the
I agree.
console-
In the end, I agree. Conclusion. I agree.
feels
What do you
like
feel?
it's
New?
new
The
still.
Series X?
Yes.
You still feel
Yeah.
the Series X?
Yeah, the Series
don't-
X, the PS5, and
I
especially
don't
now they have the
care.
Pro. They have no
I
reason.
think it's gonna get delayed because I think the
I hope-
prices are out of whack. But
yeah, with
I
this whole
don't-
RAM situation.
we're-
Yeah,
we're in
I
the-
I think
we're in
thank
the
God for
fifth
that
year.
in hindsight.
How long what's the maximum you think the lifespan of this one should be?
I think
should
actively
or
as the
will?
main system before it will. Okay,
that
yeah,
you think
will.
it'll be good for like to me
I think
a good
I think-
easy. If we've gone 7 to 8 years with previous consoles, I'll say push it to 10
I think
years.
every gen should be 8.
listen, we should.
But I'm
at
actually tired of
six-
gens.
At
So
6 years, we should start to hear inkling. People should be asking the question. No, there should be no talk, no rumor, no bullshit from nobody anytime before then. Right? And then anywhere between 6 to 8, depending on the realities of the real world at the time, right? This is why, listen, I'm thinking the more I think about this whole RAM situation, the more I feel we are truly blessed. Because now these programmers have to get to fucking brass tacks and optimize their fucking games and get to fucking work. Look at Space Marine
agree
2.
with you. I
Look at
agree with
Space
that.
Marine 2 and how well it works in the Xbox.
Yes.
It doesn't as much in the PlayStation and especially the Pro, right? Like, motherfuckers got to get to work and do what the fuck they got to do. That's their
agree.
job. We pay all
I
this
agree.
fucking money, make that shit right. This is why another reason why I've always said when it comes to games being delayed because they feel they need more time, I applaud that. I have enough of a backlog to last me if they never release another game until the end of time. That's how much my backlog is.
It also gives you more time to perfect your new game, new Xbox
Right.
experience before you put it into a hardware setting.
Right.
I agree. I'm done with generations. Hopefully when they start fusing the PCs, that's it for generations. I'm done with it.
We'll see.
I'm
I hope
kind of
so.
done with generations. I'm not. I think the console warring and all the other BS has kind of just got me.
It's
out
just
of the frame.
transforming into something else though, because
I just-
Fatanga and Alex are like, oh, Steam is making Xbox. No, they're not. They're
I
not
don't-
making them do shit.
I don't
They're doing
care.
what
I
they
don't
do all
like.
along.
I don't care about generate. Like a lot of the stuff that I used to care about, I'm like I've stopped caring now because I think the price of gaming has really kind of like it hasn't turned me off from gaming, but it's turned me off from being excitement over hardware because these companies I think have abused their customers so much. I don't care for a new hardware device anymore. I'm not like, oh my god,
I'm not itching
I
for
don't-
it.
I'm not itching
I don't see
for
what
it.
we have as old already. We just
I got my
basically got it. It
handheld.
hasn't
I
even
was
got to
gonna
its full
I was gonna
extent.
build a PC this year. I'm not real sure if I am. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm pushing
know,
that back, dude. I'm pushing that
May
back.
have to
outside
push
of
it
even the
back
RAM
with
thing.
other
Yeah.
personal things going on too,
Mhm.
and the RAM prices. Not really
Mhm.
looking forward to doing that. But I got everything I need right now. I can stand pat where I'm at, and I don't care, and I don't know
No.
if it's just I don't. I feel bad because I on one hand I feel like maybe it's me being cynical, but on the other hand
No,
it's
it's
like
not apathy. It's just understanding the realities of what's going on, right?
yeah.
And this is what we've been talking about for a while. All four of us, we see what it is. We're knowledgeable. We've been around the block. We know the patterns already. And even though the patterns are changing, like we see through the Maybelline. We see through the bullshit.
None of this is surprising us because
Yeah.
I mean we've been talking about this with the backspace for years now that this was coming. So none of this is
Not at all.
shocking. I mean, RAM might be a little surprising, but even then, that's not even that surprising.
And it's not the first time it's happened either.
And it's not the first time it's happened. And if you
recent
actually like put your antenna up outside the gaming space and realize what's going on in the world, you understand what the hell is happening.
Mhm.
So I don't know, man. I don't. Is it a good thing? Sure, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm gonna buy what I want to buy, and I don't feel. I'm just gonna say this, man. Gamers need to stop feeling pressured to buy shit because I think that's what's getting things out of whack. Anyways, it's like I will never understand a gamer. Oh, you want to play 5-year-old games? Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Yes, I mean we were talking about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's a 5-year-old game now.
Yeah.
Going on year 6.
I didn't realize that.
And I didn't even play it. I bought it.
But it doesn't feel that long ago.
I bought it when it came out for Xbox. Bought it on disc and everything, and I didn't even play it until like 2 years ago because it was. I didn't want to. I did not. I saw so many bugs and what everybody was telling me when it came out that I didn't want to ruin my experience. Yeah.
I stopped. I started running into stuff and I completely stopped. And a year after it released, when it was all better, I started all over again.
When did I complete that?
I got
it was
pretty far. I got pretty far. Like, let's just say, trash is involved, and some guy come and gets you, and then guys are chasing you. Let's just say that happened.
That's
right?
throughout the whole
this
game.
is after, right? No. This is when you really start to realize, like the focus of the game at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I started over. And I
back. Completed in February 2024, so 4 years after that I bought the game.
So I put a lot of hours in it, but technically I haven't beaten the game. And so now that I have it on PC and I was able to transfer over the cloud save and all of that, like I played it a couple times since, and I intend to finish it this year. That's one of the games I want to finish this year.
Really good.
190 hours I put in that game.
Yeah.
It's got one of the best DLCs. That's one of the best DLCs I ever played, though.
Oh yeah! Besides that, and The Witcher 3's DLC, which I heard is just DLC amongst none other, is even in comparison on anything
CD
ever.
Projekt Red and Bethesda's DLCs are those are like my favorite DLCs.
They're equal to the full game or more. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the reason why I was kind of disappointed with Starfields. Hopefully they redeem themselves with this next one because I thought the 2.0 Starfield DLC was kind of too small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember rushing through it. Not rushing through it, but I must have skipped a cutscene though, because next thing I knew I was on the planet. I must have pressed a button and missed a cutscene because I was confused, right? But other than that, I just played it for like 3 days, and not even. But each day I only played maybe 2.5 hours.
Like that DLC was boring.
And they're working.
It wasn't boring to me, but it was pretty quick for me.
And they're working on both right now because I've heard that. I mean, obviously they're working Witcher 4, but I've already heard that they've started on the sequel to Cyberpunk.
They have for a while. Yeah,
so they're working on both of them simultaneously. They're going to be busy for a while.
You're gonna be like, "Fuck Sony, I'm gonna do whatever I want." Listen to you and release it too soon.
Yeah. So it is what it is, bro. Oh, whoops! That is not the link I wanted to send you.
You trying to send me to your studio?
No, don't do that.
Trying to send you to. No, never mind. I was gonna say it loud.
It's that video.
Yeah.
No, that one video.
Sick. That's why you call yourself.
That
sick.
video. So I just want to talk. So, hey man, at least I won that bot match because by barely, I almost lost. But that's because I was fiddling with the setting before when the match started. But anyway, I just wanted to mention, like, I was mentioning before about that mod for Modern Warfare Remastered 1. So you just need to install the multiplayer. You don't even have to install like the single player or nothing. And you install this mod. And it has bots. It has all the maps from all 3 Modern Warfares. Some smart tweaks and adjustments that they should have made way back when that they never did. And you see, I get killed here a couple times.
Where's all the flying guys? There's no flying guys?
This is Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. This is the map. This is one of the maps from the first game.
I remember there was a bunch of people flying around shooting from the sky.
Right, because people were cheating and all of that, which is why I first got excited about this when I first heard about it.
He's going to play a mod for like the original Counter-Strike, and it's going to be like what it was. Shooting through walls and everything.
Yeah, but people.
I don't remember this wholesome game.
Yeah, I don't remember this wholesome game.
I remember getting headshotted from through walls.
I went to max in the end, and you see my frame rate, bro. It's sticking at like 120s. It'll go up.
Oh my gosh,
dude! I'm crusty dusty since the days of Black Ops 1, but I win the max, so I don't know.
He's like pray and spray.
You suck, man.
Spray and pray.
And even though it's controls, it has none of that auto lock that the controls have. What do you call that? The aim assist.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that at all.
Well, then you suck.
So it's extra hard, especially if you
No controller
like
when you
me.
want to play this.
I haven't played since Black Ops 1, so I'm crusty dusty. I'm crusty dusty, right? But once I started to get my wits around me, I started to kill. I got some javelins
This looks
and
like
shit
if
like
I
that.
picked up Counter-Strike again. This is
Yeah.
weird.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
is-
how I am when I play
fun.
Battlefield. If I've been away too long, I'm like, crap.
Yeah,
man.
you're crusty. I've been
You
playing
ever,
it like
ever
a
watch it when
decade.
you play it and you're like, why is this
And
screen
there's always some
shaking
dudes
so
shooting me
much?
from
What the
back.
heck?
If you notice, I'm always getting shot from behind because if dudes are in front of me,
You
you
like
shoot
it
that
from
way.
You
behind.
scared?
Except for right then, I got shot face to
You
face.
like it from
But
the
he saw
rear.
me first. But eventually,
Let me shoot
I
the-
get my
let me
wits
shoot the
around me.
metal.
I get
don't
my
wanna
wits
hit the
around
guy.
me, and yeah, because I saw him
He
over
threw
there.
a grenade for nothing. Look at that. It's
No,
just,
because I saw the guy.
what a delay and
coming out.
explosion. Man, this game sucks.
He hit
Right?
everything.
Yep.
He
And see that other guy came out of
he hit
nowhere on the
nothing
right.
but the steel.
Yeah. Hey man, but I'll win anyway.
I like
So
to-
fuck all
I'd
that
like
shit.
to see you do it. I couldn't do it better.
Yeah.
That's the
You
point.
couldn't do it. Then you talk all this shit. I know you two
Talk
crusty
your
dusty
shit,
guys
okay.
can't tell me nothing.
I'll stick to Helldivers too. Thank
See?
you.
Now I'm being nice. Now I started to get my wits around me. I'm paying attention to the map. I know dudes are
Wits.
around me.
He's like, oh, this old dog still has it. I got a little
I
juice
still
left.
got it,
I still got it.
boy.
Until he gets a cramp or something. Like, oh,
And which I did.
Oh, my
I
thumb,
did, by the
my
way.
thumb.
I did. It did cost me a life. It did cost me a
I
life.
don't remember my thumb cramping like
And then
this
there's always
20
you
years
shooting me
ago.
from behind because it's free for all. See, and that always happens in free for all. Now, if I had played team deathmatch, I would have been fine.
He ate that one.
Yeah, stop moving around so much. Just aim and shoot. Aim for
Why
the
you
middle.
I
doing
did.
that? This is where he's like,
Dude was shooting me from the
Through
behind.
this, man, I'm getting honed. Let me just blow the blow up the
And I
map.
couldn't even blow him up.
I missed it. You missed the predator.
But yeah, the funny thing is, I won, and then when I won, I'm like, holy shit, there was somebody else was about to win. And I was kind of shocked. I'm like, it's over already. I already killed 25.
Now I'm convinced. Now I'm really convinced they need to have a senior esports circuit just because
Everybody just spraying everywhere.
everybody not hitting anything. Trees falling, buildings falling apart, and people just running around. They do. They need a senior esport.
Did Realist fall
Oh,
asleep?
God.
He fell asleep.
Nah, he just not saying nothing,
He's not asleep.
No,
or he's talking to his kids or
Man.
something.
he's probably saying
Hey,
y'all
No,
crazy.
I'm here. I mean, hey,
You sound kind of sleepy. I ain't going front, but I was defending you, man. So you're
I'm
talking to your
sleepy, I
kids.
ain't gonna lie.
man,
Did you
I'm
play-
not sleepy, bro.
Were you into these games, Realist? The shooter games?
Which one?
Like any
Modern
of these
Warfare?
shooters?
Yeah, look, bro. Like y'all talking about completing games earlier. Like, man, I have
just
time
thought
to
you were
do
just into NBA or
100%,
something, 2K.
100% on games. But back in the day, man, I was playing Call of Duty just
Yeah.
like everybody else. Call of Duty, Destiny. Shoot, man, it started with James Bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on 64.
Oh
GoldenEye?
yeah.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, yeah. So like it's just
GoldenEye.
now I have my limits. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all 200 hours.
He's a
That's my
Fortnite
limit on
man.
these games. And then on this one, I don't really like it that much. This Call of Duty Battlefield, man. It's so many games that I buy. I gotta play them at least, boot them up a couple times. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
nah. But as much as y'all
Not
like,
with the pistol.
it was never all I played though. Like I can't do that.
But everybody did play it back then. Well, most everybody who played games was playing Call of Duty, especially Modern Warfare 4, and then even Modern Warfare 2.
Well, Call of Duties,
Right.
you really have to set aside some time because those matches can go for an hour.
They can go sweaty. Yeah. They
Yeah,
can
they
You
get
know
sweaty.
what this is? You're saying this is like all bots, right? This is basically
It's all bots. Yeah.
yeah. So this is basically what
Well, I put them on hard.
what Tom Clancy games used to be.
Right.
Just
But,
huge
yeah, but this is
bots.
on hard difficulty. Like, because I figured, man, I'm crusty dusty. I gotta get my weight up. So let me put the bots on hard like they would do. And of course, I'm gonna get shot from behind all the time, like I always did back in the day if I'm playing free for all.
Dirty sick.
The
I
noise
feel, man, like
sucks,
they-
man.
even
I
the
didn't hear
noise-
him coming.
See, I lit this dude up. Why he killed me? That's but that's how it was back in the day.
How
too,
was he
right?
so quiet?
And then
No one's that
I
quiet.
was about to get that other guy too, and I won. Yay! But I was about to lose because that guy was about to
Was
catch
you
him. I
against
think.
2 bots this whole time?
No, it was a 16-player
Oh,
match.
You barely beat him, man. But I'm proud of you.
I was about to get him too, though. But then it
Yeah.
Get
it
you a
locks up
trophy.
after you kill the last guy.
Oh, okay, look at that.
Screw
Yeah,
AI. That's what I'm
stacked.
saying.
It's stacked on
Look at that.
top. Look at that.
Yeah, man. The highest ratio. Well,
I
yeah,
love-
man. But it
I-
works. It works. It got all the maps from all 3 Modern Warfares, high-end graphics, all of that. It works real nice.
Boots on
Support
the
controller
ground Call
support.
of Duty. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah. No people flying around all types of wild shit. No
That's why I
cheaters
liked-
and server
What was
hacks
the
and all that shit.
recent one? That was like 2 or 3 years ago. Was just the Modern Warfare. Was it called Modern Warfare? I forgot
Yeah,
what
it
it's
probably was.
called. But that got me back into Call of Duty because it was just
Mhm.
more
I
boots
remember
on the
that.
ground.
Tell you
just
what, Arc
more-
Raiders they're mad at Arc Raiders right now.
Why is that? Because it's doing
Cheaters
because
Cheaters
has gotten Cheaters has gotten
the
out of
cheaters
hand.
got
They,
it?
they,
Yeah.
they,
Oh,
they said
no.
they said the update is coming.
They
said they were on
the
vacation.
streamers, I know, I saw that. The streamers,
course they
like
were.
Shroud and all them are calling them out, and then they answered, and they're like, "We've been on vacation. We're working on it."
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, shit, it's only January 8th.
Well, I mean, look, look, that's a sign your game is doing well. When
Yes.
the cheaters summon flock, it means you're doing well. But but now
gotta do something about it.
now it gets hard.
Yes.
Like you had the easy part, and
solid days are over.
that wasn't easy. You got a clientele, you got a community built. That wasn't easy. Now becomes the hard part, keeping it. And if you can't get the cheat done right, you're not going to keep them. So
Yeah, that's right.
But no, like I didn't really say anything when y'all were talking about the next generation.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, like I'm always in favor of new hardware because of the lazy devs. Like we've given them like passes and saying things like it's the publisher and it's everybody else but them. I mean, it's at some point we gotta give them the blame because they're not giving us the product that we're paying for. And if it is the publisher, we need to stop paying for these games. But that's why I'm mostly in favor of new hardware coming out. But if it comes down to spending $500 or $600 extra for this hardware, then no, I'm not in favor of it because Microsoft doesn't want to subsidize. Satya pretty much said it when he had to talk about how they had to subsidize during the trials, like how their consoles don't make money and all that. You can tell, like they're looking at everybody else make money. He has a deep disdain for Apple and Google for the way that they make more money than everybody in gaming without contributing.
Yep.
Right.
Because that was one of the things he says. He says that they're paying so much attention to us, but they need to be paying attention to competitors in the space who contribute nothing and make more money.
But
And that's
nobody's
Apple and-
subsidizing
That's
now.
Apple and Google.
PlayStation
Well,
doesn't want to subsidize anymore.
no.
Steam doesn't want to subsidize anymore.
Nobody.
No one's
Well,
subsidizing.
but I'm not talking about them. Okay?
No, but I'm just saying that
Right?
it's not just
All right.
Microsoft
Yeah.
though.
No, I don't care. I'm only talking about Microsoft. Right? Because I'm not gonna buy the next PlayStation. Like this is my first and last PlayStation. I'm not gonna buy another Nintendo.
Oh, this was your first?
You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is my first and last play. I had a PlayStation 4 for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I bought Madden and God of War.
Mm.
And I played God of War and I was like, man, there's other stuff like this. Last of Us and none of that stuff wasn't that was PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And like I didn't get it. I didn't even know about it. So, but my cousin, he was one of those PlayStation's better and all he does is play Call of Duty and Madden. I say, hey man, just buy it from me, man. And he's like, I bought a PlayStation. I said, man, you gotta buy this Madden from me because it's got a code on it. And I can't even resell it. Because that was back when they were trying to, limit, reselling a game. So you had an online code on the disc. And if somebody else bought it, they couldn't use it. So he was like, all right, I'll buy it, but I don't want this. So I kept God of War. I kept it for years until I got cool with my wife's family and met my nephew, and he had a PlayStation. I gave it to him.
Nice.
But yeah, this is my first time like actually sticking with it and not, So no, like I've played all of the quote unquote bangers. I'm not impressed. I mean, Ghost was good, but Assassin's Creed is good too. So it's not like it wasn't worth a whole purchase.
Yeah.
But when it comes to these new consoles, man, I just it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to talk about, but like you like everybody here has spent $1,000 on a handheld, right?
Yep.
At some point, I mean, nobody's rich. I know I'm not rich, and you're gonna get tired of paying $1,000 here, $1,000 there.
This is the guy that buys 15 handhelds.
Listen,
No,
okay,
he's 16.
well,
He's
okay.
the Ric Flair.
Well, the guy who spent $16,000 on handhelds is tired.
He's
All
tired.
right. So imagine the people who don't have any disposable income, and you're saying here, you know what I mean? The Series X, people are mad. The Series S, people are mad, and it's 500. Series S is approaching 7 or 6. I think it's 550, and I think it's 600 now. And like people are scoffing at that. So what good is it? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, and another thing is for gamers that are as old as we are, I think why I'm not as excited about a hardware like I used to be is because there's no profound leap anymore for these generations. When we were younger, you go 8, 16, 30, it was like, oh, damn, this looks good. Dude, I mean, still to this day, one of the best looking games in the last 10 years that I think is still Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
To me is Rise.
Or Rise.
Rise is pretty, but nothing is touching Red Dead Redemption.
But Red Dead Redemption 2 is still one of the best looking games, and that was last gen. This gen, I mean, even graphically.
So I guess that means
much of a leap.
I guess it means that it doesn't really matter about the graphics. It's talent. Because if Red Dead Redemption can be what it is on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it was at 30. But so what? We play games, right? And we don't play frames. We like to see frames, but we play games, which is why Nintendo is always going to be on top when it comes to selling games on one platform, right? Because they make games that are fun. Even though Zelda looks like a cartoon, the physics out of this world, right? This is what gaming kind of. I've been saying this for years. This is what gaming kind of needs to go. Not kind of. They need to go back to. Look at Sea of Thieves. We marvel at the water physics. Imagine what games could be. That's why I was excited about Everwild. Oh, they're not trying to make a hyper realistic game. Then it could be an actual game. Look at Prey. Like what Arcane used to do. Like what Bethesda does. The object permanence. Things like that get overlooked by common gamers. This is what we need to get back to when it comes to games. But since they're making these games, they can't hit performance markers. They can't hit resolution markers. And if they do come out with one and it's a supercomputer, it's still going to be dependent on AI for performance because for whatever reason, hardware is faster than developers.
Yes.
I'm not as excited. Like the graphical leaps, I'm past that. I want to see games run smoothly and be fun because you got so many pretty games out there that are not fun. You got games that we've been what is the word, reduced down to a lot of these movie games. Look at what Hellblade was. We thought we would get combat, and all we got to do is look at a pretty game. I don't care if you liked it or not. I think the story is cool, but the game was not fun to play. And that's how I feel about a lot of these games. They just want to look pretty. Go ahead. Somebody was going to say something.
Well, he was going to say something, but I found fun playing it though, because
to his point though, it is a niche game. It's not. It isn't like
It's one thing because like Dispatch is not fun, but it's an interesting story.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. When I say have fun playing it, I'm talking about gameplay.
That's why it was
the game is enjoyable, but it was not fun. Like it's like playing God of War. I like the mythology, I like the story, but I don't like playing it. The Last of Us, I don't like playing the game. I don't care if she can crawl prone. I don't care if they gurgle when you sneak up and cut their throat. The game was not fun to play. It was clunky. I don't know if they did that on purpose to make her seem more human. I don't care. I want to play a video game. I want to feel like I'm out there wrecking shop. You know, I want to have
I
fun.
actually like the combat better in Hellblade 1 than I did in 2.
Yeah, but
That's
we don't
just my
need
opinion.
hardware to do any of that. Is the point,
No,
right?
no.
And that's
But-
why.
but-
And that's
I
why
don't
in
think
the
so.
end. And that's why in the end, I feel myself gravitating to more of this retro type of stuff all the time, right? I know what the gameplay is going to be like, right? I know it's going to be fun, and yeah, I see through the Maybelline even with that when it comes to the graphics, where
Maybelline.
they're trying to make it look good. I'll give you a perfect example. Like I knew Shinobi was going to be more fun for me than the 2D Ninja Gaiden, because I knew that was going to be, you have to double jump exactly how they want you to, with no messing up. You have to be exacting, right? Meanwhile, in Shinobi, that happens eventually, but they give you more options, more free flowing. And between those two that were very similar, and I own both, I liked one over the other, right? Like I can see through that, and it's not just about the graphics one way or another, or anything else. It was about the gameplay. I observe the footage. I know what I'm looking at when I'm seeing it, or even that mod we were just showing my footage of. Once I read what they had planned to do with that, I'm like, oh, this is something I want to mess with, right? Because I remember Call of Duty being fun before it was all this running on the walls and all types of shit, and it was all types of cheaters and all types of shit. Before that happened, it was fun. Everybody played it because it was fun. It's still popular now because it's fun. As much as people want to complain, fun is what's most important. And I say it all the time. Like, and to me, it doesn't matter if it's high end graphics or it's retro style or anywhere in between. If it's AA, AAA, quadruple A, 16 fucking nuts, I don't give a fuck, bro. Just make a fun game to play, and that's why I'm really happy too with this whole RAM situation. In the end, it's people have to rock with what they got because they ain't gonna be nothing new for a while, and even if it is, it's gonna cost way more than most of y'all is gonna be worth investing in. So therefore, boom, it's not gonna happen. And you can't know in particular. It's just like you said, like this whole PC plan we had is getting pushed back for a while, and it has to. But in the end, I also realized the hardware that will attain at that point will be way better than we had planned to, at the end of this year or early next year. It'll be way ahead. It'll be way ahead. So in the end, it's better we wait. Fuck it.
So I'm gonna have a hot take because I will say this. Not only would I prefer that they put off the hardware, I would also prefer that they slow the amount of games coming out now. And the reason why I say that is because
Who is they?
The publishers.
The industry, period.
The whole industry. Okay.
The whole industry. And the reason why I say that is because there's an element to this that we have not brought up yet. But I'm looking at the facts right now. Since 2022, we have laid off over 40 to 50,000 game developers around the world. And that's going to take a toll. That's a lot of talent that was laid off. And if you're still trying to push games at that speed that because the speed of the last 2 years has just been off the chart. There's been everybody's it's like a happy problem to have, but it gets tiring. Everybody's saying the same thing as a gamer. There are so many games out there. My backlog is growing huge. Oh my God, when am I going to play these damn games? It's like on steroids how much they've been pumping these games out, pumping, and I'm hopeful. It would make me happy if they just slowed it down for the next year or two, and if that means pushing off the hardware too, that's fine. Slow it down, because I think the quality the quality is getting less, and we have less talent now making these games than we had previously.
Okay, but you care about quality. The common gamer doesn't care, right? So they're gonna keep pushing these games out. But I've been saying it for years that gaming needs a reset because we got too many games and not enough gamers. Like they like quoting the 3 billion gamers, these 3 billion gamers are playing Spider Solitaire, tap games on their phones, things like
Angry
that.
Bird.
They're not playing the games that we play, so they're not helping us. They're actually turning the people who should be making our games, the people who run those companies, they turn their attention to them. What can we do? Where you get what's the name of that? King, not King. What's yeah, it is after Activision Blizzard King. King's worth more than Blizzard, right?
Yes.
King's worth more than Activision.
King was the
King was worth 50 billion, right? According to Pactor Factor.
Yes.
Right.
People,
the whole
people
company,
thought ABK was all about AB, but it wasn't about AB. It was all about King. King was the moneymaker that Microsoft really wanted.
The whole company is worth 70 billion. So if Pactor Factor says 50 and nobody came out to discredit him, that means that the AB was worth 20 billion.
Yep.
So that's where a lot of these, look at PlayStation. A lot of people been knocking Square, but Square's been killing. Capcom's been killing, but nobody's killing Capcom on mobile games.
No.
These Ace Attorney games, Final Fantasy games, they're on mobile. And they're killing.
I don't think like Ubisoft doesn't need to release an Assassin's Creed every year. They don't.
They stopped. They stopped with Valhalla because the games became big, but Valhalla was their first $1 billion game. So they kept riding Valhalla. This one,
well, they've done 2 in 2 years.
No, listen, they were doing them every year until Valhalla. Valhalla made $1 billion.
I get that, but the last 2 years they've come out with 2.
No, look, okay, yeah, Valhalla. They rolled Valhalla out. But I don't think they're going to be able to do that with this one because it didn't get the traction that Valhalla got. So now you're starting to hear about Hex, and then you have them bringing out smaller experiences like Mirage. But I don't care. But I'm going to be honest, if Xbox, because see, I'm in favor of this whole, because this is why Apple, that's the only thing that makes Apple beautiful is the lack of fragmentation. When you got 3 billion people out there buying PCs or 1.5 billion buying PCs, and each one of those guys or girls have their own configuration, that's something else to deal with. But when you have a Steam machine and you have an Xbox PC, and then you have 30 million people buying the Xbox and 8 million people buying a Steam machine, you're going to get a better experience. You're going to get games that come with the check mark, verified. You know what I mean? You're going to get developers paying attention to those devices. That's what I'm the most in favor of when it comes to that. But no, I don't care, bro, because things are getting too expensive, man. I mean, if I hadn't the refrigerator that I bought, like that thing would have costed me probably $8,000. Well, not $8,000, probably like $6,000 today. You know, it's one of those Samsung tablet things. Like everything is about to just go crazy.
You got a TV on your fridge?
No,
it wasn't my idea, bro. I told her that if I bought this refrigerator, that y'all are gonna play with it for a month. And I really don't want these kids playing with it. You're talking about when I'm cooking, I could be listening to Pandora. I was like, you're gonna now it's Google Play or whatever. Well, it really was Tizen on there. I don't know. It's still Tizen on there, but
so
like
Sheik turned a 180 on that. Sheik turned a 180.
They played with it. They played with it for 2 months and was done with it. So like all these people, like we're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be on Digital Foundry, but who's gonna really be able to get out there, man? It's getting hard out there for people, man. It's harder for me. It's harder for everybody, man. Everything's costing so much money, and since they want to have all these computerized things, the computerized cars are about to go crazy too. Like everything is about to just go crazy. So I think we should just hold it. And I'm with you, Kieran. I've been saying it for at least 3 years. The gaming needs a reset because there are too many games. Everybody's coming out with a game. And there's some good games and a lot of trash, but there's some good games and nobody even gives the time of day. But that's why I asked you, who do you want to slow down? Microsoft can't slow down because the more games that they can put out, they don't really care if you buy them today.
They have to because they have a subscription service.
They don't really care. They don't, thank you, right? Yep. I was going to say that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So look, they want you in the service, and the better that they can hold it. Because see, this is what the CMA was afraid of, right? They were like, if once your service gets big enough, are you going to still be able? Are you going to still be willing to give these deals to third-party publishers that you've been giving? And if you see they've slowed down on that,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Epic slowed down with what they're
Yep.
giving, Steam really
Yep.
never participated. So you look at Netflix. Netflix is renting less IP, trying to come up with their own. That's the way the game's going. So they're gonna keep those studios busy. But at some point, they got to figure out a way to get more people in that service, so that these studios can stay busy. And for you, Kieran, they don't get fired. But my counter to that is, if you're good, somebody's gonna hire you in a week.
Well,
So
if
if you're a developer and you were farting around and you were leaving early whenever they gave you a chance to, you're not gonna get another job. But if you're out there fixing bugs, you're out there coming up with new ideas, the real true creatives, because everybody out there crying is not a real creative. So I'm not crying for the UPS man that gets laid off. I'm not crying for everybody who gets laid off. The people who are worth hiring will find another job, and the people who have money to burn are going to keep funding these little studios, hoping that they are the next whoever made Hollow Knight. Cherry. They're hoping that they're going to find the next Cherry, because there are so many Metroidvanias out there.
That's probably the beautiful thing of all this, is every time this happens, like a BioWare came out of nowhere.
Who?
BioWare came out of nowhere.
Oh.
And when you have tens of thousands of video game developers, you have all this talent.
Come out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Unexpected.
You remember, like 2 years ago, I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious, because people who said this had no idea of the history of video gaming, or know what the history. But you remember when the ABK deal went down, they were like, "Oh, monopoly this, monopoly that." I'm like, bullshit. It's not a monopoly. It's not going to be a monopoly.
Hard against that. Not gonna be. It can't be.
It's not going to be. It's not. Well, first of all, it's not, because there's several other. Monopoly's one, and second of all, you don't know the history of gaming, because every time, this isn't the first time that gaming has gone through a lull. Hell, we had the crash in the '80s, and we had several of these lulls. Every time it happens, though, when you have tens of thousands of video game developers, new studios get created, because generally they don't want to go back to the big publisher, and because they're like, screw that, I'm wasting my time. They end up making a new company. So you get companies like BioWare that comes out of nowhere, or Cherry, like you said, or even like a Ninja Theory before they got bought out. I'm hopeful that in the next 2-3 years, we're going to start seeing some quality, more. We've seen it in the last couple of years for sure, but more quality independent studios starting to come out. Starting to see maybe a rise in the AA market, because everybody's complaining about the AAA, because the AAA quality isn't there, and it's bloat or something like that. And I'm a fan of bringing back more AA games, because you don't need to have a game that's 300 game hours to play. Not every game should be like that.
Well, one thing I wanted to say right quick though was, earlier you said about how, and I responded with, basically, nobody knows what's going to be a success, right? Nobody knows.
Right.
But you know who does know? The gamers always know. As soon as they see it, the ones that are really going to blow up. Like, for example, once again,
E33.
Call of Duty, E33 is another example, but even more so, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? Remember the beta demo that they had? With those 3 maps that are still legendary. In fact, I was playing one of those 3 maps, right? That's what I think I was. No. Actually, I don't think that was one of the 3 maps. Actually, but or maybe it was. I forget. Anyway, that was a big deal, right? Everybody played that beta for weeks, like a full game. We weren't playing full games. We were playing a demo of something that wasn't going to be out till November, right? We all knew it was hot fire from the moment they showed it off at E3. From the moment you had to do stuff to get a code, and people were doing all types of shenanigans, using all their spare emails if they had multiple emails, right, to get the codes for their friends. all their friends could play together. We knew a dope game when we saw it. We knew it off rip. We always know, but they don't listen to us. And this is what I don't like about a lot of these industries, right? Like the money guys think they know, but they don't understand that they don't know shit. And if they really are as greedy as they claim to be, or really want this money, they would realize that and then listen to those who actually know, right? To lead them to that promised land of gold and honey that they really want. But they never do that. They think completely the opposite, and they actually keep themselves from making this money the way they really want to. It's right. Just like, a lot of what we were talking about with all these games. We should slow down the games, but then you look at Grand Theft Auto. Nobody wants to release around the same time as it, because we know when there's a dearth of games, even if there's other hot fire games, it's like a vacuum. All the air is sucked out the room for the one big game, and nobody sees that there's other hot fire that could have blown up, right? But nobody played it. But nobody knew about it because all the attention was on the one thing. So everybody doesn't want to release around that same time.
Yeah.
Right? And how many games could have released this past holiday? Right? But they thought that Grand Theft Auto was coming out last holiday when it wasn't. Right?
Or they do that, or they'll skip around Call of Duty or something like that too.
Right. But even now they missed their shot now because now they're not ready. But now they're not ready. Right? They missed their shot because now there's other games coming out. Now that shot they had is gone now. But
it's funny though, because as soon as they announced that they were delaying it till next fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you saw studios coming out and making announcements, and then they filled in that May calendar, that May, that month of May, real quick after Call of Duty.
Real quick.
I noticed that.
Yeah, there's a couple of games that are ready for May, or they're going to make themselves ready for May.
Yeah. And I think Xbox will probably, I wasn't sure if Xbox was going to release one in May because of that, but now I am. I would bet money that there's going to be a release in May for Xbox games.
Right, but there are some games that are going to rush themselves out early to be out in that May because they see that chance in May, and there's some others that are ready for May because they just happen to be. That's good timing for them, right? So I bet you there's going to be a bunch of flops May that they push themselves to be ready because that's the shot they see open. When a good game could be successful at any time if you're ready. But at the same time, there has to be eyes on it because, I didn't know there was a G.I. Joe game on the NES that's actually hot fire.
Oh, yeah. Right? You never played that?
I have now, but I didn't know about it at the time.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Right, it was really, 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 really good. But nobody knew because it came out in 91 when all eyes were on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Right?
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I played that.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people, like the 16 people who are going to listen, or the 200 people who are going to eventually listen to this, right? 199 of you aren't going to get the reference. But like, dude, that G.I. Joe game was hot fire. It really pushed the NES. It was really doing things. And a lot of people had NESs for a long time before they got a Super Nintendo or Genesis. So it could have sold to a lot of people. But nobody knew because the Super Nintendo and everything the Genesis was doing sucked the air out the room. Everybody wanted the NES, right? But there was hot fire for a while. And then the reverse with that would be the success of the PS2 long after the PS3, or even the long tail of PS4, even in this generation, where mad people haven't left. You thought the PS2 was bad for that. The PS4 is bad for that and horrible for the generation because all these advanced technologies and capabilities of these systems were never put to use because they had to be developing these games in consideration for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Still, even Call of Duty. This is why when we were talking about Forza Horizon earlier, and I said to Rilesh, well, this is finally one where, hey, it's next gen. You see, it's still in the mindset because we don't even feel like this generation is really the current gen because we still have to be in all these games are in consideration for last generation still. But now finally we have a Forza that could do something new. And besides the fact that it's Japan and it's a Horizon game and it's all the things we expect of it that's great enough already. But it is what it is. And it sounds like a lot of ranting, but it's a lot of stuff that all comes together.
There's a lot of ranting.
Leave it at that. But I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, guys. 9:30.
We answered your question though, Tech.
Yeah, that was a long ass answer there.
We eventually got to your
It
topic.
was
So
30 minutes of the answer. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I'm sorry, man. I shut up, man, because these guys are verbose. And then when I start talking, they get excited. You
They
know what I'm
do.
saying?
Yeah.
Look,
It's all your
yeah,
fault.
man,
It's all your fault.
it is, bro. Because y'all ready to shut it down. And like, and I said, you know what? I didn't really
Hey.
talk about this, and I messed
The
up,
only thing
man.
I
My
gotta
bad.
say before we sign off is get ready for some QuakeCon announcements because you guys need to make plans to go this year. So
no, hold on. I got a problem with that.
why?
Really, you, bro, because you're in Dallas.
No. I seriously, you're talking about QuakeCon, and you've been telling me the decline the last several years, and I've
Yes,
told you,
but it's more fun
and
with
I've
people
told
there.
you, I know, but I've told you, you need to go to DreamHack.
I do need to go to DreamHack. I do.
What's DreamHack?
It's another one.
It's
Another
like
one, basically.
yeah.
Yeah, good way to say it. Another one.
Esports Con World Championships out in Dallas. It's over in the K. Bailey Hutchinson arena.
Yeah, but who knows what the mess is like right now because they're shutting down that train station and doing all sorts of.
Oh, so we're already making excuses. Dude. I'm trying to get my son. I think my oldest son. I'm not quite sure. I still don't want to take my youngest son just yet. I don't think he's ready.
It's my comfort
oldest
zone.
son.
You know, I've been going for the last since 2009. So.
It always sounds
But I
fun.
do want to go DreamHack because
You need to go DreamHack. DreamHack's earlier, by the way. It's like in like April or May.
I mean, who hosts that? What is it?
It's European. DreamHack is the company. It's
Because like, didn't PAX used to come down here?
Who?
PAX.
No, only San Antonio, I think, right? Or Austin.
Yeah, that's what I mean down here.
I think it's.
Texas.
I think in Austin, that's where they go for PAX.
Yeah, they don't do it anymore.
ESL is the company that does DreamHack.
I'm gonna look into it because I never even heard of it.
English
The German
language?
esports company.
ESL.
Yeah, but they have they have like board games. They got all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
over there, dude. It's like huge.
Man, my guy wants to go play Monopoly at a conference.
Monopoly.
So if you- no,
It's either
not
good-
no. Good lord, man. You know what I was talking about? Not Monopoly.
But either way, if you guys are down for it, it's there.
No, I'm
Yeah.
going.
I'm thinking my son and I are going to go to DreamHack. So I don't. I mean,
if
I may go to
if I go
QuakeCon.
to
depends.
DreamHack, I'll go and attend, but not as a LAN.
No, I go for a day. I don't go there for
Yeah.
like not. Yeah.
No, what I'm talking about, QuakeCon,
Competition's good,
It's
though.
the whole weekend. Like I'll be there. the
No,
whole
I
week.
know. I'm not. Well, even if I go to Quake, I'm not going over there for a whole weekend.
That's what I do.
Gaylord all there for the whole weekend. You crazy? Especially right now. I
Yeah.
can only imagine what the prices are right now over there.
$200.
No, it's a special rate, bro. It's 100. That's 100 a night or 200.
It's like 190 or something like that per night.
I will say this: Gaylord's nice. I can't complain about that. So
Yeah,
I must have been balling because I didn't pay attention.
They do the prices right for the Gaylord for that weekend, and the same for the parking because everybody charges parking.
they probably hate that weekend. The people work there like, God, these kids,
I know, man, they
bratty
make
ass.
money out of it.
They're nice.
No, they are nice. I wanted.
right.
I should have. We were going to go there for Christmas, but I didn't go.
All right, let's get out of here. But it's there. All right. Good night. Bye, everybody. See ya.
Later.